Hey, what's up, everybody? What's good? What's good? Yeah. Let's read the comments. Ash coming to America. So I'll be there in a few minutes. Damn it, AJ being petty, like, man, this dog, he's stealing my memes left and right. I could, well, maybe you need to stop making such good ass memes or posting good ass memes, dude. And I wouldn't steal them. But thank you, though. Oh, hey, Jeremiah, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream. All right. Okay. Link has been posted. Anyone looking to join, the link is there. I'm doing pretty good, Jeremiah. Just got off work and stuff. Just got off work. And from the grocery store. I'm glad to hear you're doing good as well. Yeah, a meme stealer complaining about memes he stole getting stolen again. Right? A thief complaining about a thief, basically. Dang, bro, you got under AJ's skin. I don't think I did. I doubt I did. Hey, what's good?
No, you cannot hear me because I have the mute button clicked. Ahoy, Ronnie D! It is I, your Kaizokuo, Anime AJ.
What's up?
What's up? What the?
Kozokuo's in the house. Like, Kaizokuo.
So what? You just gonna drop that?
I just said, hold on. I'm trying to clear my throat.
Right, not my title. I'm What's up?
What's up? It's the mighty Kozokuo in the house.
Thanks for having me again, Ronnie D. Always a pleasure to
No problem, buddy.
chill and chat with you. So I've got you broadcasting on my Twitch channel, and I'm promoting your live stream now here on YouTube. I've also got that posted in my chat on Twitch.
Nice. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, my pleasure. Oops.
I really need to start getting my own Twitter. Create my Twitter account already.
Hold on a second. There we go. I mistyped, so I've got a link that's in the middle of a sentence. I'm like, head over to YouTube https www. to support. I'm like, oh wait. Let me retype that. So what you want to talk about this time?
Oh, hey, Evil Son, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
Ahoy, Evil Sonic.
Hello.
Yeah.
The man like this. Hello. What's up?
Yeah, it's your boy, Evil Sonic.
How's it going? Evil Sonic? You there?
Yes. Yes, I still here.
Oh, I thought you took a smoke break.
Right?
Oh.
Give
I
me
can't
a
do it.
second. I'm having technical issues, so I gotta refresh.
Okay.
Oh.
So what you been up to, buddy?
Doing alright. Just thinking of a nap. But and I found,
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's good to be back. So what's new? What should we, what do we want to hit on today? Because I definitely got some stuff. Because Okolo's got some thoughts and opinions that he definitely wants to touch base on about current events.
Nice. Let's hear them.
Well, it's your show, Ronnie D, so I think you should be leading and steering at the helm. You know what I mean?
What?
You guys hearing something? Shake the bathroom.
How's that for leading?
Oh, that's funny. So yeah, what's stewing in your mind, Ronnie D?
Huh?
Well, I just came from work, and work was more of a hassle than it usually is.
Is that something you want to talk about on your live stream?
Well, usually I was going to save that part for another lecture I'm going to do later on in the work on about job experiences. But I want to talk about it. I'm okay talking because I got plenty of material to work with the other future live stream, so it won't hurt me to bring this one up. Well, my assistant manager, who is younger than me, and usually was tripping. This is why I don't like usually working under her or working with her. Well, yeah, she was scheduled to work for me today. Thank God I was only working 5 hours this time. Well, no, from morning till this afternoon. And I'm trying to go back and finish up my certain duty I was supposed to do by the other assistant manager. And she wanted me to stay on the register, but even though we had somebody else on one of the registers. So I'm trying to go and finish up my other work in the cooler. She knows I'm inside the cooler refilling up drinks in the cooler. So I'm cold as fuck. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure I finish up my duty. This helper was talking about you gonna stay at that restaurant with me and you gonna fight. And I'm like, real? And she said, yeah. Because at first I thought she was a joke, she was playing. Because I was like, I know this girl ain't serious. I know she ain't ready to throw hands at me. But no, she gave me a look, said that you was serious. I said, oh, okay. You know what? And I'm thinking in my head, you know what? You lucky you a female. Because if you were a dude, you ought to been laid out. I'm just saying, I said this, I was saying this in my head, not out loud.
Right. Me, I'm thinking, the moment I'm hearing you say that, I'm thinking to myself, man, I'd let them hit me first because then that's their job and not mine. Because
Yeah.
I work in the same situation. I've worked in similar situations and currently work in retail. So, yeah, if somebody's going to be throwing hands, but the first person to throw one and throw hands is the one who's not going to ever be there ever again.
Yeah.
The one who takes the hit, you take the hit, bro. You would have been the one getting a check.
Yep. But see, here's the double standard when it comes to man and woman.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, even if it was a man, bro, man, I'd let the other man hit me first if I were you. That way I'd get that check.
But I'm talking about, like, even if the woman hits you first, even if it don't matter if the woman hits you first, you are a man that's a bad guy.
Yeah, it does. Here we go. You are a genius, Ronnie D.
That's why I did not throw hands.
Hold on. No, you're a genius because you reminded me of one of the things I did want to talk about, but it wasn't on the top of my head. So thank you, you genius.
Hey,
I read a news article, again, current events, political and apolitical, the whole thing. This is real world shit, okay? A guy took his female boss to court and he won for sex discrimination.
Right.
So no, that's the counter. That's me presenting the counter argument. Here's my dish I cooked for the potluck, bro. You gave that story, and this goes right with it. A man will win. They are legally the courts, man. Things are changing.
Yeah, I noticed that too. But I'm talking about like
this double standard bullshit where the women can get off for that shit. It's over.
But you also got to look at certain environments too. Also play a part too. State and environment too play a part, especially if it's a Democratic state. But see, I'm not in a Democratic state. I'm in South Carolina, which I think is Republican.
Right. It won't matter in that regard because you can use legal precedents of other courts, especially in the Supreme Court system across the country.
Yeah, but hear me out.
Yeah, you would have had enough evidence and precedents from the legal system to back your side. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but see, hear this up before you say all that. The predominant workforce number at my job is black women.
Right, that makes sense.
And I'm a black man. There's not many black men in my numbers. We are outnumbered there.
Yeah, even white men are outnumbered by white women in the workforce too now.
Yeah, because like I ain't worried about them being physical aggressors. It's just the fact that in a political law basis, I'm more worried about that. The consequences on that end.
Right.
And it ain't worth it. Going through all that stupid shit because somebody want to act stupid.
Yep.
Or feel strong like say I can beat a man, I can go this man, I can take this a man, and then when reality hit you right in the face, you want to cry afterwards.
But since you brought up the whole double standard thing because she's a woman, it's just like, well, you're the one who's choosing to treat her differently because she's female. You were saying that in your head.
Hey, the blood files. How's it going?
Ahoy, blood files. You
Sorry
were thinking it's okay. That's what you should do when you're a live streamer on YouTube is acknowledge the chatters. But you were thinking, and I'm definitely I empathize with what you were thinking. It's like, oh, you're lucky. She's a woman because then if she were a dude, you would have laid them out already, right?
Yeah.
Right. I get you. But it's just like so. Because she's not a guy, so basically you're acknowledging that you treated her differently because she's not a dude.
No, I kind of had to treat her differently because like.
I get it because it's like, wait, why is it? Let me throw out one last question before I forget it. In that regard, with all of that, on top of what you're about to add, why not just not hit a guy? Why is it with guys? Oh, you would have been the first one to punch, right? It's like, bro, if you were, I know you probably would actually let them, regardless if it was a man or a woman. If it was at work and it was your boss and they physically hit you, would you not let them throw the first hand?
I have.
Okay.
At my old jobs. That's why I didn't suffer the consequences. Because see, I understand all that. I already understand that. It's the fact that what I'm saying is that when it's a man on man, nobody really cares. And two, on top of that, you're fighting each other as equals in a sense. Man, mono a mono. That's been the way for centuries, since the day of time. When it's man versus woman, it's kind of different because, like, you gotta understand, I'm gonna also put it better. I'm raised by a single mother.
Yep.
I'm raised by my mama.
Nearly 50% of all Americans can now claim that.
So, looking at the upbringing of me,
yep.
I'm kind of raised to look at that because I got two younger sisters. Even though me and my younger sister play fight and stuff like that, I could never bring myself to lay them out.
So even at home, you were outnumbered. No,
I got two older brothers. It's me, my brother, and my two brothers, Stephon included. So we outnumber our brothers, his brother and sister.
You said two sisters, so I knew there was Stephon, and that's why I was like, you got your mother, as you mentioned. So that's why I was like, oh, did you feel outnumbered, even though it was you and your brother? there were 3 females.
No. And plus, see, on the other brother and other
I didn't
sister
know.
another come from another woman. They're related to my dad.
Right, they're still your siblings.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
youngest sister is through my mom and another man. So if I'm the only
Right.
thing I have the same parents with.
Right, I've got relatives who, in the previous generation, in my family's previous generation, they're half siblings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's it don't matter if you share a parent, you're still a brother and sister.
Exactly.
Yep. Anyway, so back to the situation. My question: would you not, and let them throw hands? You said yes. What were you going to add before I offer that last question?
What I will say is that on top of being kind of outnumbered in terms of the workforce, I also got to look for the fact that her and the manager herself are very buddy. Very
Okay.
buddy.
Okay, so
I
really,
cannot also take that risk. That's another reason I couldn't take that chance. Because even if
Right.
I'm telling the truth and she puts her hands on me first, and there's cameras that's watching the whole thing, there's an off chance she will. And see, you gotta understand the sister code thing, and especially within the black community,
so
the sister code is.
right,
And
so,
you might take sides with the sister just because she's a sister, even if that sister wrong. And I've seen that too many times.
right.
Don't
So
take that gamble.
if we boil away the surface layers and everything, whether it's gender or skin color or whatever, you in your position at a job with a person in a position that ranks above you, right? A senior representative or team member, one who delegates in the position of the workforce.
She barely does that, man.
You feel concerned or have possible fears only at the workplace that there is favoritism going on in the upper ranks.
In a way, I kind of know it because I had expressed my grievances before, and the manager took the assistant manager's side. So I have a reason to back my claim why I feel that way.
Right. So you feel that there is favoritism where you work, and that it is resulting in you feeling that the management staff who are of the opposite gender are using that favoritism that puts you at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's causing you undue stress. Based on that, and of course what I read in that article, again, it connects with that as well. You should definitely take that up the chain of command on a corporate level. You should seek corporate HR. Seriously, pursue that shit.
So, hey, Fire King, how's it going? But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
If you feel
I'm starting a new
regardless,
job anyway soon.
right, but even at a new job, keep that in mind. You have avenues available to end the discrimination you feel and actually provide testimony of happening. If you're experiencing discrimination on that level, you have an avenue for restitution.
Right.
So don't let them intimidate, harass, or bully you just because it's a manager and assistant manager.
Yeah, but here's the kind of funny part though.
Yeah.
My mom happened to right as I walked out and cleared my head and stuff like that. My mom called me asked her if I could pick to do her a favor, and I told her I was sorry, I was at work, and I was kind of angry to the way I responded to her. He said, "Hey, Trey, what's wrong? Son, what's wrong?" I was like, "This is some bull crap." And I feel like she picked up on the fact that it had something to do with some females that work at that job again.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, you just don't worry about it, Mom." And I was like, "Mom, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I'm good." And she said, "What's happened, Trey? Just tell your mom, okay? You can talk to me." And I told her that I had to walk away because this chick, one of the managers, talking about she gonna like, if I don't do this, she gonna fight, she gonna throw hands at me. I was like, "Word," and I was like, "Word," and I walked away instead of only engaging her or paying her any attention. And my mom was triggered as soon as she heard that. I mean, she was triggered. She was ready to come up into the job and confront her. because she don't live far
Right.
from the job.
Right? I mean, I kind of empathize with that feeling because just hearing you describe that, like if that was something I was told about by a coworker, or if that was something I saw another coworker going through, or it was me experiencing that, bet your ass, based on my experience in the military, I'd take that up the chain of command.
Yeah. And see, I told that mom, don't worry about it. Don't come down here. Don't please do not come here right now over here. Don't come in here trying to fight each other. Because trust me, it's not worth going to jail. They're not worth going to jail. They talk a lot of trash. Huh?
I don't really like to start fights, but when people mess with me, I tend to have a short fuse.
Yeah, but see,
Right.
these are females
It's
talking
very,
trash.
it should always be kept short when it's at the workplace too.
Yeah. And see, that's unprofessional because she was doing it. She was talking that big trash talk around customers, and customers looking at me. Some of the ones, and not the single out, but some of the white ones who look at me like, "Oh God, this black man's gonna hit her." He's gonna. I was like, and I'm looking at my like, haha, joke on you. I'm not even gonna respond to that. I'm not even gonna give you a chance to see me act like an idiot. Same with some of the black customers too. Like some of the black customers looking like, "Oh, young man, don't do it, don't do it." Like I could just by looking at their faces.
Wait, so this was like in front of people able to hear,
Yeah,
not
I was
just
at the
see.
register.
They were hearing it.
hearing and seeing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, even if you're not going to be there, you should just go ahead and submit a report at least. At least that way, when you do leave, if they investigate it, it'll get handled with.
Time, like
So yeah, well,
People are being women.
rid of me or
people-
cancel me. Like
women-
they want to like go to great lengths to try and cancel me for something that I didn't stand in.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of people who, when it comes to the workforce, if managers and upper management, even if they're women, men and women in the management positions, when they violate the fucking laws, they're getting dragged to court and they're losing.
Yeah,
The victims are winning. Justice is being upheld when your bosses are discriminating and disparaging you like that. They're not legally allowed to treat you that way when you're on the clock, especially in front of customers, dude.
I was on the clock when they did that.
Like, dude, that store could get sued. That shit leads to lawsuits.
But see, here's the funny part. Here's the other part. Meanwhile, after finishing my conversation with my mother, I went back and finished up my duties in the cooler, in the cold ass cooler. But I had a hoodie on,
Yeah.
and I was in the middle of doing that. Time had passed by. Next time I found out, one of the managers, the one who tried to square up with me, bust in the cooler talking about, "Ronald, did you call your mother down here?" I was like, "No. What the heck is you talking about?" And she told me, "Because your mother came down here ready to throw hands and looking for our head manager and shooting them dirty looks." Stuff like, and I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, shit." I was laughing inside my head, though.
Wow.
My mom
technically, you didn't call her down there. Technically,
yeah, that's what I said. I didn't call her.
Yeah. She called you, and you just happened to share what happened right when she called.
But see, here's the other thing. She also heard it from a customer too, that confirmed what I was going through. Because let me tell you, the assistant manager is known to be rude and come on rude on certain customers, mostly male customers, black male customers. She don't be acting too disrespectful to the female customers, but she be acting disrespectful to the black male customers. And she didn't say she's a black woman, and she's younger than me. She's like,
yeah, you mentioned
around a bit. She's a little younger than Stephon, I think, or around Stephon's age. I think she's 24, I think, or 25. And
Also, Oh, sorry, I don't know what happened. I probably just the Wi-Fi acting up again, but probably I don't know what happened. But I'm back.
Oh, welcome back, buddy. But when I found out that my mother had came up there and confronted them, and see, here's the thing though. When she bursted on in the cooler, she looked at frantic and worried as hell. I say, and I'm like, "Damn, you girl, you scared because my mama came and came to the store? What happened to all that talk?
Yeah.
Like you see, so you tough with a man because you know if a man puts his hands on you, they can get locked up. But if it's a woman who with them shit, you ain't so tough. You don't pop that mouth off."
Yeah.
And I called it. They're just a bunch of cowards.
Exactly. Yeah.
So a lot of the women that work there because of some drama of their own there, but it's not my business, so I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I stay to myself. But I try to when she told me that, I try to catch my mom and told her that it's all good. I smooth things over. Just don't worry about it. Even though I really truly didn't.
I found it.
No?
The article that I mentioned that has to do, similar situation. Your story reminded me of this news article. I found it.
Okay.
Anyway, please continue.
But I tried to find my mom, but she had already drove off. That let me know she was hella mad because she drove off fast. By the time I got outside, she was already gone. So I called her and I said, "Mom, did you really come out this job?" And she said, "Yes, son, I did." And I wasn't playing with none of them girls, and I wanted to speak to the head manager herself. Well, at the store, that is. And when Miss Christina wasn't there, I said, "Mom, I smoothed things over. I had to tell my mom a lie just so she would back down and not come here and cause a scene. We ain't need no police coming here, okay? And plus, she got a job, but I don't need her get this because I don't never tell my mom on my business because I keep it myself. I didn't want her getting locked up or hurting herself on account of me." So I just told her, made up something, told her that it all got settled. It all settled. Just don't worry about it, okay? Right now I'm just worried about waiting on that call back from those jobs I applied at. And she also got a job from a friend that I could apply it too. So yeah, we're just waiting on certain things because my mom is pretty connected. She knows a lot of people.
Nice. Did you get that link I sent you via Discord, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to take a look at it or read it later in your own personal time, you should check that out, bro.
Yeah.
Read that article.
I've read a lot of stuff about this kind of stuff.
The last few days I saw that.
Yeah. But one of the things is, then as soon as I went back into the store, next thing you know, when I tried to go back to work as usual, I found out this ever called the manager herself.
Oh.
And the manager was like fussing at me like, "Ron, what your mama come here and do looking for me?" I was like, "It's nothing. It's no big deal." I lied. And also, so there wouldn't be no more. So the situation wouldn't get any worse than it was. It would get any bigger. I ain't need all that in my own, all that right now. Trying to make this money so I can do better things.
Right.
And then as I was listening, I had to listen to her for a whole half an hour, give her grievances and lecture about what she goes through and stuff like that, and what she do for me and stuff like that. The usual BS and manipulation, mind games, and guilt tripping. So it's like, man, you always have to bring up this shit, please. Like, come on. Like, I get it. You're a single mother. It's not like it's everybody else's fault but your own. You chose to lay up with the wrong dude, okay? No disrespect, but goddamn, I'm getting tired of hearing the shit.
Right.
Just get.
And so it is kind of annoying how sometimes other people, maybe including ourselves, don't take responsibility for the things we have or do in our lives, or what we talk about the most, because what you talk about the most is what you're focusing on in that moment of your life. And if all she's talking about is the bad things that happened to her, or like you're saying, complaining about her situation as a single mom, yeah, that complaining about her situation isn't going to help her make that situation better for herself or her kids.
Or people at work, 'cause that has nothing to do with people at work.
Right, or people at work. It's just she's basically she's spreading that negativity, all around her wherever she goes. Like they say, don't shit where you eat.
Exactly. It's just that I can't. As soon as I get a new job, a better job, my ass is gone. I am not. I'm leaving and I'm not looking back. And well, yeah, that's what happened to me today.
Oh, Ronald, I was just saying hi to Stefan.
Oh, all right. But yeah, work at for $10 an hour for 5 to 6 hours a day ain't worth it. Okay.
Right.
Especially all the crap that goes on at that job, and then deal with some of the male cousins who want to talk trash and just want to act like assholes.
Right. It's really messed up how $10 seems to be the new common for pay an hour. It's like, really, just to make ends meet, most people have to work overtime just to take care of 2 kids.
Yeah. I'm glad I ain't got kids.
Right. It's just that this, it is tough out there.
Yeah.
They want you to work yourself to the bone just to be able to earn enough money an hour to keep a roof over your head or food in your kids' bellies.
Exactly.
Life is tough, but we bear with it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Which is why my life is just mostly just people misunderstanding what I'm saying, or like people just I don't know what to say. Like people want to who knows? Like they just want to start fights, or just try to find ways to start fights with me for no reason. Even though for some reason, yes, I can understand a bit of joke, but I can misunderstand pretty much almost any joke. But if I take it out of context, I try to apologize and just try to quickly resolve the situation. But sometimes that's not the case with other people. I try to be careful while taking jokes.
I know, right? Man, be raging it's be raging like that, ain't it?
Yeah, I try to be careful, but yeah, I've had these thoughts in my head, like people just 2023, like last month.
Oh, what's up,
so
Ruby King?
I got into a drama over.
Sorry about that, Ruby King.
Oh, hey, Ruby King. But yeah, but then when see, that's the thing. The thing that I hate about people calling other people out is just whenever people do things wrong, they like to point out, they like to judge people based on their interests and judge them based on what they do in life.
I know that. No, right?
I understand you're trying to call people out for their actions. Just why do you care about their interests and what they do for a living?
Because people don't have lives of their own, or they just want to see people suffer because they're suffering. I always have saying, misery loves company.
Yeah, I understand. I know they're trying to help them improve their behavior, but just let them do what they want. Let them do what they please. People act differently. It's just like what you said, Ronald. People act differently.
Yeah. And people can be assholes too, for no damn reason. Oh, Ruben King told us to take care and have a good stream. He'll try to stop by in the chat of the stream if it's still live.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan, but
But yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that's there are plenty of things I hate about taking criticism and just like take.
I know how it feels, man, because I used to hate taking criticism too, believe it or not. But as I've grown as a person, I believe that criticism helps build character. And
there are things I hate about taking advice from people. Like there are things I hate about getting called out as well.
Now, but hear me out. There are different types of criticism. There's the criticism where it helps build you up, and there's a criticism where that person's just being an asshole. You just got to know the difference. And from what I'm seeing, you're getting the criticism where people are just being mostly assholes, not really being helpful.
Yeah, I know.
That's not
Well,
criticism.
I mean, a few were helpful,
That's
but
not
but most of them
criticism.
were assholes. Yeah, exactly, right? Like I understand. Like a few of them tried to help me, and I did accept their advice, but a few times there are times where they were just being assholes, straight up assholes.
Yeah, and try to mask it as criticism, constructive criticism, I might add.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean,
people don't read a book or
I
read a dictionary.
I mean, I take constructive criticism, but when people try to control me or what they do, what I like to do in life, or like what I do for myself, that's just kind of retarded,
right?
Oh.
Yeah,
I
when
swear,
it comes to my
like people want to change up the definition of words just to suit their purpose or their intentions, so they can come off as being genuine but not genuine. You know what I mean, AJ? Hello? Yo, AJ?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh. What about you, Evil Sonny? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you've been awful quiet lately, bro. Yeah, you want to share some stories, you know? What about the next upload you're doing or current uploads?
Well.
Who? Him. Okay, sorry. Go on.
Well, to be honest, Ronald, my days are like kind of good and awful and bad. Like, I don't know what to start. What you want me to start? The bad or horrible or something?
Well, let's start with the good. My boy reached 100 subscribers on his channel. Woo!
Well, that make me happy because I finally reached 100 subscribers. But we not talk about the subscribers. Or well, my real life days is like kind of terrible. Someday my mother always have a lot of stress about me and going to a phone and talk to other people to different country about me, and I don't like that anymore. I don't like that. But she get to me like that. Like she was talking to her auntie, a cousin, a different country, how terrible I am, and she also judged my body part. Like I feel bad, and I feel stunned what she said that to other people.
Damn.
About my business.
That sucks. Sorry to hear that, dude.
Like,
yeah, my social media life is like when people just say, "Oh, go. Sorry. You can go ahead. Go ahead."
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You try to say before I say.
Somebody go ahead and say something.
Evil Sonic, please go ahead and continue. No,
okay, never mind. Never mind. Because he's going to say something. Anyway, I was saying.
I didn't know you were talking. So.
Okay. Anyway,
okay.
I was saying, my mother always talked to other people in a different country about my gender and lie on my age to the police woman. That's a terrible mother I have. Like, she tell my age, like I'm 22 when I was 17. She said I'm 21 to the police lady. Like, break up. And Hey, Ronald, I tell you,
Yo.
one month, the police tell my mom that she had to order hit me with a stick, like a wooden stick, because I cursed at her. Like, I just cursed at you. You have to walk me with a wooden stick. That's bad. And me, you put me in a hospital. You can't lie to the doctor. I just straight up tell the doctor what happened. Like, you can't do that. That police lady will get fired if the police tell my mom to hit me with a wooden stick. And you know how hard that wooden stick is. And then before I start working with my dad, he tell me on Friday he will get paid like $300 or $400 for his boss. You say he do with the $400 when he get paid on Friday? He didn't give it to me. He gave it to my mom or my other dad. Cause I tell him I want something for the $400. I don't buy my own computer or my PlayStation 3. Oh, I get it, but no, you don't care all that shit anymore. All you do is care about drinking, smoking, hang out with ladies, but you don't care about me. You don't even look in my face.
Like, people just
That's where it's a shame that anybody can have kids.
people just want a misunderstanding for the fun. Want a misunderstanding for the fun of it. We're like when I just want to play around, or sometimes just like maybe not play around, but when I just get mad because of what negativity they throw at me, I have the right to get mad about it. Honestly, if I ever feel the need to get mad, I will get mad.
For real. Don't like me.
I'm sorry.
Like before I turned 21, Ronald, you remember?
Yeah.
My mother give anything. Like on their birthday.
Something's going on with the audio. Can't make anything out.
Yeah.
So so wrong. Temper a lot. I can't even control my temper. That's the problem is about me. I can't control my temper when I cuss at my own mom.
I try to control my temper as well.
Sounds like we need to all start putting on lock and load on some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, we get retarded up in this bitch.
But yeah, when I get angry, the thing that mostly comes in my head is just like threatening people out of violence. But I try not to, because that's what gets me called out the most. Because sometimes I did like get too violent because I couldn't help myself, because I get a bit too angry. So that's the thing I try to work on. Like, maybe I'm just being a bit too edgy in my head. Maybe I'm just being a bit too edgy. I gotta control that.
Like the last time I been in school, two young guys tried to hang up me on the turf.
I know them and AJ being hella quiet over there. Yo, AJ.
Yeah? What do you want your Kaizokuo to say, Ronnie D?
I mean, what, you got any stories for us?
Well, I'm paying attention to what everyone else is trying to talk about.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Well, also, I know you haven't given a
I'm-
story yet.
I'm paying attention. It doesn't seem like some of the stuff that I was thinking about connects yet with some of these topics.
Understandable.
What you want to talk about, Ronnie D?
What do I want to talk about? What do I want to talk about? How about some?
How about that? How about that goddamn piece that shit that was going on the last day or two? It was every fucking where. That goddamn mugshot.
Oh, don't really bring that bullshit up, man. God.
No, man, it's gotta be the most blatant piece of misdirection and distraction from the media in 2 years. And everybody's talking about it.
I thought you were gonna bring that up. I was gonna
every fucking where on social media, and everybody's acting like, oh, it's perfectly normal to be focusing on something so insignificant and inconsequential to the real world or real life. Anything with what's going on with our lives. It has. Yeah, you can go ahead and say goodbye to that sort of thing.
Why you say that?
Well, look at what's going on with Australia. I get it. If Ruby King's supposed realistic view of the world, or maybe it's pragmatic, I don't know. I can't remember how he would describe it. But not so optimistic view of the future. Japan will lose the cancel culture war. Anime will get banned, and just like in Australia, we won't have anime or manga here in the US. Everything that was fought against when anime first came around in like the 60s and 70s.
What?
Yeah, all that fight, everything we love, video games, you can say goodbye to it. Say goodbye to it. People just don't understand how blatant and real the propaganda everywhere is now. This is no conspiracy. This is no kings of conspiracy theory, Ronnie D. This is current event, real world shit. I mean,
bro.
I
need a smoke break.
Well, if you aren't angry, then you're not paying attention. So clearly, the fact that you're angry means that you're noticing some bits of truth to what I'm saying about the real world.
Like I always try to be in denial of some of the stuff, even though I see it, and try to be like, okay, maybe that's just people trying to, this small group of people trying to be assholes against certain groups. But I've been noticing it's becoming more and more frequent, and people are starting to listen.
So I
try to do things in denial and just try to focus on business as usual. But that means that since I'm an anime game streamer, other than retro games, of course, that's gonna hurt my business on bottom line too. That's gonna hurt my brand as well.
It's gonna hurt everybody, dude.
Yeah.
And the only way to stop it is to be more engaged and active.
Anime games I can.
You can love anime and still be informed about current events and be active about, actively preventing that sort of thing from happening. The only reason the only reason their federal government was able to successfully ban certain anime or certain manga or certain video games from Japan, regardless, the fact that they're able to ban certain things from being imported from Japan into that country, that just means that none of them care if they lose their rights to enjoy content that doesn't come from their home country.
So that means we're gonna lose this?
Hey Frieza, you wanna hear a secret? I happen to know that Goku isn't the only Super Saiyan. Matter of fact, you're looking at one.
Not just that, but everything else that goes along with it.
You guys hearing something? Shake the bathroom?
Lose all of that?
Like in Australia, there are enough anime fans out there who could, just by the power of voting, they could be able to get that shit undone. But like the way you notice certain things, I notice that people in our generation, especially people who are into entertainment and media that comes from Japan, a lot of them don't give two shits about voting. They don't seem to understand the economics of anime, even though a lot of them talk about how the anime industry works. But they don't seem to connect the dots that, hey, to get it from over there to here, it's got to go through certain legal loopholes to be allowed. We're lucky that it's only gotten so bad as it is, because the way it's going now, Disney's bringing this all in with the cancel culture, woke nonsense, and we're talking about entertainment, not just anime as well, because right now we're seeing with the way people spend their dollars at the movie theaters, Disney's stock has plummeted.
That's Disney's fault. That's their fault. They chose to go woke. There ain't nobody else fault but their own. Why should everybody they chose to make dumb decisions?
Right.
Now
just imagine, since it's already being done in a legal sense on state and federal laws, imagine if the woke nonsense got, it's woke versus anime. That's the whole thing. If anime gets, banned, it's because woke won.
Okay, trying to get woke. You need to get woke to business.
That's what cancel culture is. That's the whole shebang. That's that mark. Anyway, Disney went woke. Now we see they've gone broke. So that's why ultimately the whole argument I'm presenting, my side of this debate is, no, I'm a little more optimistic is what I'm saying. Some people are like, oh yeah, eventually Japan will lose to cancel culture. It'll lose to the woke agenda, and anime will get banned from America, like it's getting. And
then we'll be left with this shit.
Well, Disney's losing money, so obviously they've got to abandon the woke ship. It's sinking fast. It's like the fucking Titanic. So they're getting out. They're going to be selling Lucasfilm. They're going to probably be selling a bunch of other studios. They're going to be spinning shit off, man. They are drowning and being crushed under their own weight because. And of course, the writer's strike is going to clean house for a lot of these studios. That's why there's not a whole lot of negotiation going on, because the studios, the people who are on strike, these screenwriters, these are the woke idiots trying to push that agenda down our throats.
Right.
So it'll benefit Disney to come out victorious on that end, and it'll benefit Disney if they lose financially on the woke end.
Yeah. Basically hand out L's.
Right. Take the L's from producing this garbage, because apparently, like Snow White, the Snow White remake, dude, it's not even out yet and it's already getting hammered. Like, no, nobody's gonna watch it. The predictions are dismal for it.
That's why people get their song for making all that bullshit.
Right. So take the L on doing that nonsense, and then hopefully, if you're lucky, all the woke writers they're going to lose. The only thing in regards, I'll say this though, to close out everything, in terms of the writer strike though, their whole argument against artificial intelligence, or as I like to think of it, automated intelligence when it comes to writing movie scripts, they should just drop it. This is a whole it's essentially, the term is a non-issue. It's a non-starter. It's bogus. Their whole strike is over AI writing apps.
Yeah, I heard about that. I know about all that. And you have some celebrities who are trying to
they have nothing. They have nothing to be afraid of. If they are that scared of their jobs, that shows how bad these writers actually are. That's how unimaginative they are. That's the type of woke idiots that have been employed creating the nonsense at Marvel, Disney, and all the other studios.
Honest opinion, I don't care for them, and I'm glad
these people think that they aren't going to have a job because of an automated app, then let them lose their job. They shouldn't be in the industry.
Enough said. By the God himself.
Right? And I will always, I see the comment there about Disney back in the day. Yeah, I will always enjoy classic, old school, and Renaissance Disney. Everything up until this, they started implementing this checklist for every film it's done. That is not Disney.
Yeah, I do have something to share real quick. So back in around 2012 to 2013, I did watch a creepypasta of Mickey Mouse called SuicideMouse.api, and it was pretty creepy, I'd say. I don't think Disney made this, but
it's a creepypasta, huh?
Yeah, Suicide Mouse is
it's
a creepypasta.
Creepy, huh? Yeah, it's a creepypasta. It's pretty creepy, huh?
Yeah. The thing that scared me the most about Suicide Mouse is the blood curdling screams, and yeah.
You should watch the one where Mickey, Donald, and Goofy were Vietnam veterans.
Oh, you were talking about that one?
Dude, that is a fucking movie and a half. Holy shit.
But yeah, I've had a few creepypastas that scared me back then. I'd say Yoshi.exe, Sonic.exe, and I'd say the Luna games, and pretty sure it would have to be... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have to be like... Oh, wait, I know. Squidward Suicide or Red Mist.
Red Mist. Yep.
Red Mist.
You talking
about Kick-Ass Red Mist or...
No. I'm talking about the creepypasta Squidward Suicide.
Oh. What you were saying you was funny?
I was saying you forgot one more creepypasta.
What is it?
Oh, somebody when they make the scary fictional stories?
You forgot Cartoon Cat. Cartoon Cat.
I got another one, guys. I'll type it in.
Trust. Cartoon Cat and Cartoon Dog, they are creepy.
Max and Ruby 0004.
Yeah.
And also Cartoon Cat could if it's a food every body.
Okay, I have a question, you guys. Are you guys actually familiar with the show Max and Ruby?
Yeah, they don't care for it.
Wait, Max and Ruby?
Yeah, Max and Ruby.
Oh,
Yeah.
I watched that. I like it.
Yeah, just don't care for it.
Yeah, it's a kid's show.
The only kid show I say I did like was Dora the Explorer. Don't judge me.
Wait.
And Blue's Clues, I guess.
Hold up. You watch?
I used to watch Blue's Clues because I don't know why. I was much younger when it came to Blue's Clues. But Dora the Explorer, I was kind of like it.
I'm pretty sure I watched Caillou back then.
Huh?
I thought you said what Gar and what?
Said what?
I thought you said what Gar.
You're going in and out with your mic.
But my favorite cartoon is Diego. I like the Diego. It's my favorite cartoon.
I still say Dora's better.
Oh, no. You're not repeating. Like, oh.
Okay, who used to watch Popeye the Sailor Man?
Oh yeah, Popeye the Sailor Man.
I loved it, Popeye.
I mean,
Still do.
yeah, old school Popeye cartoon. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
obviously being a sailor and pirates has been, yeah, I guess it's embedded as part of my life.
I had a feeling that you were gonna love Popeye the Sailor Man anime, AJ. I just knew it.
Well, obviously, I was quite on a trip for it for Popeye just this last couple of months because during the summer, World of Warships actually featured DLC of Popeye and Bluto. If you could either pay for them in the shop at the time, or you could complete a mission and get either one for free as a commander.
On that multiverse game?
On World of Warships, the PC. Oh. Yeah, I tried so hard. I guess I just didn't have enough attention for the game at the time because the missions were kind of hard. But yeah, if I had been able to complete the last mission, I would have been able to get Popeye as a commander in World of War. I was like, yeah, Popeye. Whoa, okay. I just didn't feel like spending the money at the time, so yeah, I didn't get them.
Didn't feel like spending the money.
No, it would have been like at least $25 or $30 just for a skin, basically, a character and an audio file. It's an avatar. It's a profile picture. Yeah, you want to spend $30 for that?
Okay, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that.
In this economy.
I know, right?
I mean, if I was making more, if any of us was making more an hour, like if we were all comfortable the way we were, say, 6 to 10 years ago, then yeah, it wouldn't probably be an issue to spend an extra, $20 here, $30 there. People used to have disposable income 4 years ago.
Wait, have you ever seen a live action movie Popeye?
Yes. It wasn't until I was much older that I discovered that Popeye was played by Robin Williams. I never knew that. And the movie was not actually intended for children. It was meant to be, think of it like, because Popeye is based off a comic book, not just a cartoon. It was a comic book, then a cartoon. This is the same pattern, by the way, that Japanese animation takes. They start off as comics, aka manga, then they become an animation, and then they get live action adaptations. And even back then they were talking, it's not 100% true to the original source material because it was an adaptation to make it more in real line with real life. It is pretty silly though. I mean, at the end you get to see Bluto running away as, all yellow. So that's how. Yeah, it's a fun movie though. It's fun for what it is. And I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, that would have been the movie. That movie was not at Robin Williams the height of his career, right? And that movie had a big impact for him. So what server is that supposed to be?
I don't know. It's one of the memes I keep around.
Oh, okay. You should show the one I sent you. You saw it on Discord, right?
Hold on.
The one about Dora?
Hold on. Huh?
Go away.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Where's Ron?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hello? Are you there, Ronald?
Oh, finally, he turned that music off. Thank you, Ronnie. Oh no, he started some other track. Great. Hard to hear. Ronnie? Oh no, we lost Ronnie D. Yes, finally, I have taken over his live stream. Or did I? Yeah, his live stream is still up. I'm playing. Where is he? There he is! It's our boy!
Are you okay, Ronald?
And I'm back.
Welcome back, finally.
Sound like y'all was partying while I was going. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's the Supercross I watched. There's one of them I watched back in 2012 or 2013, but I think 2012.
So Squirrel looks more miserable than he usually does.
Well, but yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Wow.
It was pretty creepy though, I'd say.
Okay.
Principal saying up in this bitch. Anyway, to all the naysayers who hate anime, fuck you. Principal saying up in this bitch.
Well, I'm a prince of all evil. And indeed. Oh yeah, Ronald. Oh, I forgot to tell you. You saw the video what I told you on your live stream?
What was it again?
Huh?
Wait, tell me what?
Did you saw the love video animation I told you on your live stream?
Oh no, I still haven't seen it yet.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right, Ronnie D. Here's a new topic. You ready for a new topic?
Okay.
All right. First, may I make a request? Ronnie D.
All right, go for it.
Can you turn off the music, please?
Oh, okay.
It's hard to hear you, and yeah. So, and Evil Sonic, do you have headphones?
No.
Okay, because yeah, there's
You
a
want
lot
me
of
to
background noise. There's a lot of
Yeah.
background noise.
You want me to mute?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to get copyrighted as usual.
Yeah.
There.
So when you're ready to talk, go ahead and unmute and jump in. Okay. You don't have to necessarily wait since you're muted. So when you're ready to jump in and talk, go ahead and do so. Thank you very much, by the way, Ronnie D, for taking off the music. It is hard to hear you when you're speaking sometimes because you're
Yeah.
also your voice will cut in and out, back and forth. But either way, the new topic is the Hawaii wildfires over on Maui. Have you been following?
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've seen it. And what gets me is that the United States always want to take care of other countries and their problems, even though we got problems within our own nation, and it feels like it just goes ignored. Like they probably try taking care of other people. They're not their own. They're not their countrymen, not their taxpayers, and just ignore the people who are within the country, paying the taxes, working hard, keeping the industry going.
Exactly. Do you know what that's called, by the way, Ronnie D? When our politicians here in the U.S. and Washington, D.C. send all of our tax dollars to a foreign country in order for them to buy weapons from us and fight a
Another
war
form of
against
corruption.
Russia? No, no, no. There's an actual term for it.
Filibuster.
No, no, that's not what that is. No, it's called wealth transfer. It's literally stealing from us in order to give to foreign countries so they can take care of themselves because they don't have the money that we have. It's a wealth transfer. So back onto the topic of the Maui wildfires. What do you think caused it?
I'm gonna tell you straight. See, a lot of the stuff that goes on in these other countries, insurrections and coups and stuff like that. Best believe the U.S. I found the U.S. be having a hand in these kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
They be having a hand in this stuff.
They
So
were
I'm not going to put it past the fact that this may have something or even indirectly something to do with the U.S.'s backdoor dealings.
Well, yes, the federal government supported the coup in 2014 that overthrew the Ukrainian government and instituted the one that exists now. The very government in Ukraine that is fighting a war against Russia.
And now
this war is a result of our U.S.-backed coup d'etat in Ukraine of 2014. And now that not only were our tax dollars were used for that, by the way. Taxes were sent over for that to finance that coup. It is open public knowledge. Even the media companies, the news channels in this country have openly reported about it.
Now, it usually be the countries that don't always agree with the U.S. or don't want to do business with the U.S. is this kind of stuff happens to. Jamaica being a prime example. Or I think it's Jamaica or Haiti. I think it's Haiti. Yeah, Haiti.
Well, Haiti also has an active volcano.
Yeah, and Jamaica.
Right.
And Africa. Like a lot of countries, all suddenly when they don't want to do business with the U.S. or do what the U.S. says or follow the U.S.'s agendas, suddenly they end up with problems, internal problems.
Yeah.
And then
the U.S. government did that with multiple South American and Central American nations as well.
Yeah, I mentioned those. That's why I say Africa.
Right. And that's why there's a lot of immigration going on in the U.S. coming to the U.S. Did you know that during the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, especially in the early, the first 10 years of those?
Yep. Hello? Yo, Anime AJ.
There.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. So as I was saying, during the first couple of years of those conflicts, first 10 years even, there was a lot of immigration from those exact countries to ours as well. And because of the activities from 10, 20 years ago and beyond, that's why there's a lot of immigration going on today, because the actions that, the coup d'etats that we instigated in Latin American countries has resulted in transitions in governments ever since that have created or caused the current economic situations that have forced people to uproot their lives and families to try and cross our southern border. But anyway, back to Hawaii. What do you think? What do you think caused the wildfire on Maui?
I feel like it was the U.S., but it could have been something that U.S. indirectly caused. But there was one thing I wanted to bring up though. You know the former CEO and founder of Cash App, the guy who died.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Think about this. Well, it was heard before he died, before this incident, he was planning on expanding Cash App, making it international. And so you know how the U.S. is dollar as well as the U.K. pound and the Japanese yen has been on losing its value because of cryptocurrencies.
No, they're not losing their value because of cryptocurrencies.
Or they're facing competition.
They're losing their value because the central banks that create them, the U.S. dollar is what does it say on there? Does it say U.S. dollar on the top of the U.S.
The pound and Japanese yen?
Right. But on the U.S. dollar, when you look at a dollar bill, whether it's a 5, 1, a 1, 5, 10, 20, does it say U.S. dollar at the top, or does it say something else?
That's a good one.
It says Federal Reserve notes.
Yeah.
Even the pound sterling is also printed by the United Kingdom has a central bank. The United States has a central bank. These countries are having issues with their currencies losing value because they're printed and their interest rates are controlled by a central, private, non-governmental, non-public bank. When people talk about wage slavery, that's what it all ends up going. That's it right there. The end all be all of wage slavery is central banking. This is why the U.S. dollar is got such high inflation right now. It's because they're raising interest rates after printing so much for all those $1,400 checks 2 years ago. This is a direct result and intentional act by central banks to inflate the currency and cause prices for food, gas, and everything to skyrocket. And for private corporations to make billions. They're making profits for no reason. There is no shortage of power or supplies for power plants. All of the last 3 years in terms of destroying the economy of every nation has been intentional. Cryptocurrency would actually, in regards to central bank notes, cryptocurrency will actually be what saves. Since you're talking about Cash App, do you know what's going on with Twitter?
Twitter's starting their own version of Cash App, if I'm not mistaken, or has their own.
That's what they are going to be. That is what they're going to be. Elon Musk, as the owner of Twitter, Twitter has submitted paperwork to all 50 U.S. states to apply for financial banking transaction licensing. So just like basically he submitted paperwork for Twitter to apply in every state of the union to be able to do the same things that PayPal does. So imagine it. Imagine a single app or place on the internet where you can have YouTube, PayPal, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, music, movies, stream. You can live stream yourself. It's basically going to be Twitch now. It's going to be like Rumble. It's going to be like BitChute. It's going to be all that shit. It's all social media. Just like basically it's going to be a global competitor to what they've got going. They have a single app that does all banking. You can do your banking transactions. You can do everything with it. You can watch, it's like Amazon as well. Basically, it's basically like Twitter and Reddit and YouTube and Amazon and PayPal and Twitch all rolled into one. It's all that rolled into one. Because you know who Tucker Carlson is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's streaming. He streams and uploads videos on Twitter as if it were like YouTube. Now he's going to be able to accept tips. You know how you can tip a live stream or a video for a channel or something?
Kind of similar to how YouTube does donations and stuff like that, or Twitch.
Yeah. Twitter's going to have the same feature.
Yeah, I need to get Twitter right for fast. Stat.
I mean, I did invite you to join me on Reddit. There are communities on Reddit where I've been following shit that's been going on. I mean, where do you think I do my research? It's not because I do cite news articles in my live streams from last year. Remember my live streams and other videos about Elon Musk and Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been covering these topics and everything associated with the idea of Elon Musk and Twitter for the last 2 years. And even the year before that, I had been paying attention to how the media, right, the U.S. news channels would write and report on TV and in newspapers about Elon Musk. They went from treating him like he was the fucking savior of the planet to he is the Antichrist. Like, that's how quickly they changed sides on him, especially when it came to doing what he's doing with Twitter. Even before it was before he bought Twitter. I saw the shift. But everything that since his buying of Twitter, things make sense. I've been predicting and watching how things are unfolding. And all the sources and all the news articles I read, everything on these Reddit communities where I observe and chat with some of these posters in multiple communities, especially, I've also tried inviting you to Twitter because if you can just see and see what happens as it's unfolding, it'll make sense. But cryptocurrency is likely going to be an accepted form of payment alongside US dollars, credit cards, whatever, on Twitter. Once this all goes through. And by that time, it's likely going to be, that's where, because he's already, as you've probably seen, they've got the new logo. They're transitioning to X, the everything app.
Yep.
Yeah. By the time they call it, everything is transitioned. It's just apps. No more Twitter, nothing like that. It's just apps. By that time, you're definitely going to see multiple forms of payment, and likely one of them will include cryptocurrencies of some sort. And there's really only two that would be on the top of that list. You're going to see the future. This is what it's going to look like to have the infrastructure to be able to use something that's going to have value, that already has value, that will be of more value than central banks. Because Twitter is going to become
always dragging me down. Ever since I got out the hood, shit been cracking.
It's gonna be like that, cuz.
Right? Finally going to break free. Because Twitter, when it becomes X, it will be the new home, the new go-to place for content creators. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's Twitch, whether it's Rumble or Kick, whether it's on Twitter itself or Facebook. Like, that's going to be the place where everybody's going to have, because all the different social media platforms will continue to have the uses they provide and people use them for. And the new Twitter is going to bring it all together. It's going to make it worthwhile. It's exactly what people have been talking about back when the internet first started, back when people were trying to monetize, talking about YouTube being monetized. Just look at South Park. They had an episode about that. Canada on strike. Did you ever see that episode?
No, I didn't get to see that. There's a lot of episodes I missed out on.
Well, just look up that one. Canada on strike. and it'll feel like they're talking about today because it's about YouTube. It's basically about YouTube. When you probably know the song when Butter sings "What in the butt."
Yeah, I've heard of your folks who YouTubers react to that though, and give their
Yes,
own review.
that song, that dance that Butters does. That's from that episode, and that was the boys doing their first. That was them using YouTube. They uploaded it to YouTube. That was the whole basis, was content creation. That's what it's about. That's what that entire thing is about. The economics of current, like what we have now, because that was what, like 10 fucking 20 years ago. How long ago was that shit? That's old. That's ancient in internet time.
I'm not sure. That's probably 10 or 25 years ago.
It was a long time ago. Let's just say it's probably not 20 years old, but it's pretty close. Okay, so what I'm getting at, that's as that example, using that as an example, that's what social media is going to eventually incorporate and provide is for content. Is content creators like you, like me, like other VTubers that are way more popular and successful, even the corporate entertainment side on the internet. Like, there's money there, and there's going to be new avenues provided for that. Content creation is going to have a second renaissance. There will essentially be an economic revolution that will spring forth or be inspired by what Elon Musk implements, because the changes that he will bring, it's not necessarily going to link all the others together, right? But it's going to allow people on other platforms, like those companies are going to start, because basically you seem like how Twitch and YouTube have implemented each other's ideas. They've stolen each other's ideas on how to stream and do shorts and whatnot.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to be they're going to do the same thing when Twitter implements its new processes, its new features, both subscriber based and free, right?
Right.
Like that, you're going to have features that are only accessible if you pay the $8 for verification. There's going to be new features aside from all of that will be coming up in the next year or two. A lot of people are predicting that it will be as early as next year when Elon Musk has Twitter implement some of these new possible features and ideas, like tipping. Paying people money for the content they create on Twitter or post and upload to Twitter, because there are already users on Twitter. This is the kind of stuff I see and get talked about, especially from the type of communities that I'm following or sub to on Twitter, just like with Reddit. And a lot of people are talking about how
the stranglehold of what content gets made, what content should get does not want they do not want made.
Say what?
If that's the case, then wouldn't that give them more of a stranglehold on what content and message should be put out there, what can't be put out there? As if that's not already a thing already. But with a more tighter grip.
That's what YouTube is already doing.
Yeah. But won't that be at a more extreme extent though? If that's the case, won't it worsen?
No. Because if things get, where else would you go? What places would you really, really choose to go? Do you think, Ronnie D, if Twitter, as it's on its current trend, continues to get more restrictive and prohibitive? Because that's what they're doing. There's already talk about it on YouTube as well in certain communities. People are talking about how YouTube is already implementing pro-minority agenda.
Here's also a kicker part though.
Woke agenda. They're basically going to anybody. They're asking. There's this whole survey that's been going around where they're asking content creators to confirm what communities they identify with. That way, they can pick and choose who to.
I've been going and getting those questions too. I've been getting those.
Have you been answering them?
Especially during this was mostly during when I was in the partnership program.
Exactly. Because that's what they wanted. Yes. Exactly.
So I can confirm a lot of good bit of stuff you're talking about.
But right,
during my time period,
I've gotten some of those surveys too. Even as I'm not qualified for partner on YouTube yet, but I've gotten those survey requests as well, where they want to ask specifics about your real life identity. And it's just like if skin color and ethnicity are not important, if that's not what defines you, then why does that need to be a thing that needs to be where one group is promoted above another?
Yeah. Well, I also want to throw something in. Just
Shouldn't
hear
it
me
be
out on
about
this.
the content creator themselves?
Say it again.
Shouldn't the content you create be more important than what group you identify with? Because it's about what you want to share, not who you are.
The content you create should be about who you are and not not who you are as an individual, not who you are as a race, and who you are.
Right.
And
It's
who
about
enjoys.
it's about you sharing what you like, and the things you like have nothing to do with your skin color.
Yeah. But can I throw in something right quick?
Yeah.
I've seen that it's also possible, even if you do something on another platform or do some fucked up shit on another platform, you can still get banned on that on a different platform. Like say if you do something on Twitch or Rumble, and YouTube, if people on YouTube catches wind of that, you can still lose your monetization or get banned off the channel.
So you're saying that something you get that isn't allowed on YouTube but is allowed on Twitch would get you banned from YouTube?
Like, look, I got a perfect example of this. I don't know if you heard of Fresh and Fit podcast.
No.
Okay, it's basically a red pill channel podcast. So these guys are beefing with these other YouTubers called, I don't know if you know of Abba and Preach.
No, don't. No.
But so they were beefing for quite a while, about years now. I think since 2020, and Fresh and Fit this year decided to say racist rebuttal at them. You know, calling them monkeys, doing all kinds of stuff, wearing the hood, wearing the Ku Klux hood and stuff like that. Now, the whole monkey shit went over there making fun of black people, even though they're black themselves or different or another type of black. They did that on their channel on YouTube, but they didn't get banned for that, nor lose their monetization. But then I feel like when it boiled on when they went to another on Rumble on somebody else's Rumble account I don't know if you know Sneeko.
Nope.
These guys were just wilding out with the racist is. One of them, I think, was Myron, had a whole Ku Klux hood on and stuff like that. It's saying all the most racist shit you could think of.
Okay.
And a few months later, we just ended up find out on that YouTube took their monetization away from them. Now, keynote, these guys, this Fresh and Fit, were the most donated, received the most chat donations out of all the channels. They were ranked the highest, if not the highest, before they lost their monetization. So they were making YouTube a lot of money, and themselves a lot of money. They were making millions. But the fact is that even though they did that bullcrap on a different platform, YouTube still took their monetization from them. Even though you had people reacting to what they were doing on Rumble, on their YouTube channels, they still did what they did on a different platform, but still lost their monetization.
Right.
So I'm saying that even if you do something on one platform, I guess that showed me that it can count towards you on another platform.
Well, that other platform is just spying on them. Obviously, if it's not being reported by the people who are reacting to their content on Rumble, they're going to their YouTube channel to post negative reactions. Well, they could have basically been brigading them and submitting a bunch of reports.
But so you guys gotta look for this. Rumble is a right-wing platform. Rumble's a right-wing platform. YouTube is pretty much a liberal platform. And I feel like the only reason
YouTube is owned by Google. It has nothing to do about what side of they're one and the same team. True. Google owns YouTube, so there's the whole political side, which wing they are. That has nothing to do with it, in a sense, because both wings are essentially the same team.
Yeah, that's true. And see, this also further backs my claim of even if companies are competing against each other in the same industry, even if you're competing against someone, they still work together in tandem with each other.
Well,
Especially if it's
that's where you get terms like big pharma, because it's all the big leading pharmaceutical production companies, or big tobacco, because it's all the big name brand tobacco cigarette producers. Then there's big oil, big car, or big auto. Big auto, the major leading auto companies. They may be, yes, they're in competition on who's going to get what money, but they work together to make sure that they're the ones who control or dominate the market in that regard.
Right.
So yes, some social media companies are behave similarly. That's a given, essentially. Yeah. It has nothing to do with economic policies, but they do. That's the thing. Those companies work together to lobby political groups and organizations like Congress or the president. You should see what big name brand companies like big auto, big oil, big pharma donate to major politicians on the left and right wing.
A lot of fucking money.
Amazon, you should check and see who they donate to, whose political campaigns they donate to, who they're donating to for this next election.
Democrats.
You should look it up. Because I'll tell you one thing, during the midterms in 2022, guess who was funding Republican candidates? You just said it, literally just 2 seconds ago. No. Before that. Yeah. Oh. Democrats were funding Republican candidates for the primaries. It wasn't yet the general. These were the primaries to see which candidate in either party would, for every election or office, run, would, be that party's nominee. You got to go through primaries. So the majority of Republican primaries in 2022, the pro-Trump ones, were heavily financed or funded by the Democrat Party. Right? So, right. And they funded and financed them so that they would win. A lot of pro-Trump Republicans won their primaries. So who do you think they were going to face off against? And who do you think they faced off against in 2022? The Democrats. So they went against the Democrats' candidates. There was no competition. They were all working together so that the best one would be nominated to face off against. At the time in 2022, a lot of people were anti-Trump, weren't they not?
I noticed that when it came to that anti-Trump stuff, especially in the black community, it was mostly people who are just listening to the hype and the propaganda.
Right, and they're still doing that now. But again, what happened? Did you notice what happened to these pro-Trump Republicans who faced off against Democrats, though?
Yeah. What's good, Iffy Gamer? How's it going, buddy?
Iffy Gamer. So the Democrats funded the pro-Trump Republicans during their Republican primaries. So then the anti-Trump Republicans lost to the pro-Trump Republicans. The pro-Trump Republicans in 2022, the numbers were there. Everybody was anti-Trump. A lot of people were pro-Democrat, especially independent voters. A lot of people were voted Democrat. The Democrats knew that they would win. They rigged a lot of the elections. They financially supported pro-Trump Republicans so that they would win the primaries, and their Democrat candidates would face off against these pro-Trumpers, and the pro-Trumpers lost, securing a lot of victories for Democratic candidates. And now what we got, as I mentioned earlier, we got that friggin' mugshot going around, and everybody is, especially on Twitter, it was just so, I was like, yeah, I was seeing a lot of this back in 2021. There's just so much stuff being pumped out by the regular media and social media to distract people. They're using Trump as a distraction. And that's what the news is doing.
Well, trying to make an example out of him.
It's not even making an example out of him. Like this shit is real. but they're using it in such a way that people are focusing, so focused on this, and really, it'll be interesting if the general election for the president next year boiled down to Donald Trump versus Joe Biden again. It would be really mind-boggling. It wouldn't be surprising.
I don't know why people want Joe Biden.
Right. And there's been lots of publications about how people want a third-party option anyway. Well, there's been one for the last couple of elections, ever since 2016. We've had essentially a plurality. We've had enough states where a third-party candidate or two third-party candidates have been registered, and enough that if they won each state they were registered in, they would beat either of the two major parties. I mean, for example, 2016, 47% did not vote. Donald Trump did not win the popular vote. He got 25.5%. Hillary won the popular by getting 25.6%. However, her 25.6 did not mean she won enough states with enough electoral college votes. That's what Donald Trump, how he succeeded. And it makes sense that that's how it would pan out, especially with those kind of percentages. But basically, the two parties received 25.5% each.
All right.
It's crazy that it's going to just be, whatever it's going to be, when it could be another option, because with all of this distraction that I'm trying to point out is that there are people believing these theories that the wildfire in Maui was caused by a laser from outer space or a UFO or something, like someone somewhere, or it was done intentionally by the US government. And it's out there, it's plain as day that it's because the electric company on Maui had been dragging its heels on funding and taking care of the maintenance and upkeep to repair a lot of the damaged electrical lines. There was actually, you know how there's been a heat wave going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how hot do you think it is on a tropical island in the middle Pacific?
Probably a damn.
I mean, if you're that close to the equator, you're going to have a lot of sun every day, right? It's going to be like paradise. It's going to be summer every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be hot as hell every day.
Yeah, especially when the sun's putting out this much sunlight and heat and energy. I mean, there are people who are like, they talk about going outside and their skin will burn instantly. Like they'll feel like their skin's on, already getting a sunburn. Okay, so let's say that's like, it's just fucking hot now in Hawaii. And there's a lot of tall, dry grass. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I would imagine that, Ruby King. So imagine, okay, it's hot. It's hot like that. In Hawaii, there are down or damaged power lines that are shortened. They've got sparks. And there's tall, dry grass in this heat. A fire is bound to happen, right?
Right.
Yes. There's no fucking space alien or UFO or space laser or coup d'etat funded by the U.S. government. There's no fucking conspiracy. The goddamn electrical power company over there has been like, it's just been all over their local news. Like everybody's been following that shit. And yeah, it is just so disgusting how our government has been sending all those billions of dollars, U.S. tax dollars, to Ukraine, and then giving us only pennies out in Hawaii. Daniel Boone. Am I thinking Daniel Boone? The Appalachian frontiersman. Davy Crockett? Maybe I'm thinking of. No, I think I'm thinking of. I think it's Daniel Boone. I gotta check. But he was. Unless I got the name mistaken. Daniel Boone was an pioneer. Blah blah blah. Became famous for exploration and so on. Yeah, that's exactly who I'm thinking of. He was elected. He was a statesman. He would have, yes, the story I'm thinking of when it comes to him, Daniel Boone. There's a famous story about Daniel Boone when it comes to this kind of situation. And that was from, the 1780s, 1790s.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to economics like this, like there's a lot to be learned from back then. A lot to be learned. It is. It
Yep.
is. There have been a lot of people talking and commenting about it. I've seen videos on YouTube and Twitter. People talking about like, it's how messed up it is that there's so little to give to help the people in Hawaii, and there was so much just thrown away and sent to Ukraine.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I got a question. So, yeah. So, what do you guys think of the Grimace Shake memes?
That's long done with. I remember when that was a trend on Reddit. It was like, okay, whatever. Then it died eventually.
Yeah, people keep saying the Grimace Shake is deadly for like I don't even know. I haven't even tried it in McDonald's.
I never did either. If I had tried it, it would have been because of the memes. And what I've heard, what I've seen people comment on Reddit about it is that, especially in the anime subreddits, is that apparently it's just so super sugary and syrupy and sweet that it's like getting a friggin' it's like going into insulin shock or something. That's the joke.
What the hell? Dude.
It's the Grimace.
Yeah, I know.
I know the meme died, but like,
But
I saw a video of like, yeah.
Yeah, that makes
But,
sense. It would still probably be spinning around here and there.
But yeah, I was actually watching a video that SML made about the Grimace Shake.
Yeah, I heard there hasn't been a whole lot of brand new SNL anyway because of the writer's strike as well.
Yep.
Actually, SML is making new videos every week. Actually.
Well, SNL is Saturday Night Live. I'm talking about their actual live show. They've got no writers, so they can't do Saturday Night Live on Saturday nights. I've heard that they haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, I usually watch new videos of SML, but I haven't watched them in a while because I haven't really watched because I've been doing some things for myself, so maybe I usually watch SMG4, SML, Dorkly, Karma, and Xenoshots, and a bunch of other YouTubers like Riff too.
Nice. My favorite YouTubers are currently at the top would be Game Grumps.
It's a Gundam.
I like It's a Gundam. Yeah. Obviously you know what I'm into because I share it on my Discord. And then who else? Life of Boris. Been really, really supportive of him. He's from Eastern Europe, by the way.
Speaking of, Ronald, you might want to read what I sent in the.
Who's texting?
Said where?
Oh yeah, I put in the chat, like the comment section.
You like rice?
Riff. Yeah, Riff is basically a roast YouTuber.
Yeah. Hold on. Did you guys check out part 1 of my North Korea video? Yeah, I was there. I saw it on Ruby King.
I didn't get to see that. Yeah, I saw his the one he uploaded before that. So what's in it?
Basically he was kind of he was talking about Kim Jong Guk on the father and the son, and kind of going in on both of them.
Are you talking about the first dictator?
Yeah, the first dictator, and then the current one.
Well, the first dictator was the grandfather of the current one. So when you say father and son, I'm like, okay, does he mean the son being the current dictator? And right, okay, because I've read up on all three, but there was that one time it was the first one, and then his son, they were the public, and then of course when he passed, the son became, and eventually they introduced the current dictator back when his father was still in power. I remember when that transition began. South Korean actress and director. Yeah, okay, I remember. Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of that shit that happened over there in that regard.
Yeah, then the director of abandoning his wife and kid.
They would kidnap. I mean, you should hear the horror stories, and especially the courageous ones of North Koreans, escaping to the South too. Yeah, man. What the North had done was it's horrific. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, I got an unrelated question. So, what do you guys think of McDonald's?
I think it's delicious, and everyone should eat it.
Yeah, I like the cheeseburger bundle.
I like the junior chickens. I order like 4 of them.
Right. I mean, I'll eat it. I'll eat it, especially since I know what's in it. I know it's going to kill me. That's why I eat it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Grimace shake is also
and diabetes.
Whoa! You got a detractor. You got a detractor.
A detractor? No, it's not a detraction, dude. That shit was proven in U.S. court. McDonald's admitted that this shit is what it's killing.
Oh yeah, they did. Well, they did. They suck.
Yeah, that's why they did.
It's the first time a major company admits they suck.
That's how they were able to get away with it. That's how they were able to get away with it. The way they process the food that makes those burgers and those chicken patties and those chicken nuggets, eating that is what gives you cancer. That's what's giving you diabetes. Yes, because they add extra stuff into those fries that contributes to diabetes and high blood sugar.
It's a good thing I don't eat them on the regular, though.
And it's just a known fact that buns and potatoes, which French fries are made from, are carbohydrates, which is what gets turned into sugar in your blood after you digest it. I mean, and then they give you all that soda. That soda, all that, it's got extra sugar, more sugar than what regular soda you get out on the street would probably have in it. And it's so that you will crave and want more food. That's what sugar does, is make you more hungry.
Yeah, I got to be honest, though. I do love fast food better than homemade food.
I mean, that's fast and easy. That's why it's so, I mean, that's cheap. Do you want that raising your kids? Would you marry a fast, easy, and cheap person?
Well, I'm gonna say this though.
McDonald's sucks.
I'm gonna say this though. Domino's over Papa John's. Yeah, I'm talking to you, especially Ruby King. Papa John's is ass. Go Domino's.
Domino's sucks. Domino's sucks too,
Yeah, but I said we're still better than Papa John's.
Yeah. Anyways, if I could speak for a moment, Ruby King. You know what? Opinion on McDonald's. Okay, so since you don't really like the food, and I bet you hate it, I'm willing to respect your opinion.
Same.
It's really messed up though if you think about it. I saw the meme on Twitter earlier today. It was you remember the movie Doctor Strange 2? Okay, so it's Scarlet Witch talking to Doctor Strange, and she's like, so I eat all this separately, and it's healthy for me. And it was a picture of a lettuce, tomato, steak, all the individual ingredients for a burger. And then she goes, but if I have all together as this, it's unhealthy? That doesn't seem fair. 10 years? Holy shit, Ruby. Why don't you get in here and tell us that story? Holy crap, why weren't you a manager?
Exactly, right? Come in here.
10 years. Shit, man. Most managers, only worked 5 or 2 before they got that promotion.
Oh, yeah. Also, I have tried Chick-fil-A in America, and it was pretty awesome. It was way better than the American McDonald's that I went with my dad, my sister, and my brother. And I did like Chick-fil-A better.
Chick-fil-A is awesome.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is pretty good.
But so is Zaxby's.
It's still unhealthy for you though, even though the chicken may be fried in peanut oil, which is healthier than conventional canola oil, for example. I mean, you're still eating something that's not really healthy for you on a regular basis. Even doctors would say, even with that one, you probably shouldn't have it ever, but maybe once a month. Like that's how little fast food from any drive-through establishment you should be eating. There's a reason why diabetes, cancer, and obesity are the top 3 health concerns in America. It's no surprise why they're the top 3 health concerns in most countries that have those types of issues or have high number of people who suffer from those issues, because they're all interconnected and related to each other, and they're all because of what we eat. And processed food is definitely one of those things that contributes directly to all 3. And they know this. The people who make that, they know this.
But yeah, I have tried I was in America in Massachusetts, and in a hotel it was pretty cool living in a hotel, but I had fun living in America in Massachusetts. A bit of fun, I'd say. I stayed in the hotel for about, I think, 5 days, and I kind of went to a few places in America.
Like where?
Like the ocean, and I think there was the Walmart, and there's Dunkin' Donuts as well.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at watching Sonic the Hedgehog. Sorry.
You're
Hello?
watching a cartoon right now?
Yeah, I was looking at it. The TV having me on. It was where Sonic was trying to hit the dude with the beer bottle. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but sorry about that. I got off topic. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll say you're the one who's supposed to be hosting. This is your live stream.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm broadcasting on my channel, but I'm just a guest. This is still your show.
Yeah. But
Ruby, get it. Go ahead. You know what? I don't care if Ruby's got in a car with a bunch of people. Ruby needs to get in here and teach this boy how to properly host his own live stream. Ruby,
well, now you know why I don't often do live streams. I'm still trying to learn the socialize.
I'm playing with you.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is why I'm trying to get better at it by being more interpersonal with people.
I'm just giving you grief. It's all good-natured fun, bro. Especially Ruby. I know he really can't. It's okay. You don't have to apologize for anything. It's silly. Gosh.
Yeah, Ronald. By the way, Ronald.
Yeah.
What's up? Sorry to interrupt, but I just want to read Ruby King's comment. So, yeah, Ruby King, to answer your question, yes, I live in Canada. I'm Somalian Canadian.
He's one of the good Canadians.
The only good Canadian is a beep Canadian.
What?
I did.
What?
We did drive to America, though. My dad, my brother, and my sister drove to America and crossed the border. So we did stay in a hotel for about 5 days, and then we came back.
Yeah.
Lucky you got to stay in a hotel.
Yeah, I haven't went to a hotel in about a few years, but I think maybe, but July 2018 is when I used to be in an American hotel. I think that was recent.
The last and only time I visited Canada was off the coast of British Columbia for military training back when I was in the service.
I did go to an American hotel back in July 2018.
Oh, Iffy Gamer says, "What new movie and TV show you guys like this year?" Man, there's not too many, to be fair.
Well,
And then
when
the
it
writer
comes
strike,
to, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
and then the writer strike don't really make it any better.
Yep.
Most stuff content I watch is on YouTube. So yeah,
Yeah, same here. I've been watching a lot of shows on YouTube, supporting independent channels and also independent VTubers and TV shows. The only TV shows I watch per se that qualify for that definition would be anime shows. Currently watching Mushoku Tensei Part 2. It's pretty good.
Mhm.
Gotta wait every week.
Yeah. By the way, okay. So, I want to ask Ruby King a question. So, Ruby King, if you're still watching the stream and you're probably listening, I have to ask you a question. Do you live in America? Yes or no?
Well, yeah, I could tell you that.
yeah, I can tell you that too.
From Louisiana.
Yeah,
And that's not even a dox. He's talked about how he lives and works near and around New Orleans, I think, or somewhere down
he's
south.
from Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Southerner.
Yeah, not
that's
sure
from
where
that's
exactly,
America,
but I
right?
would think it's southern Louisiana.
Wait, that's from America, right?
Yeah,
Louisiana? No, it's not in America. That's on the Gulf. That's in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, okay. So he lives in Mexico?
No, he lives in Louisiana.
Oh, fuck! I made that wrong. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. Look, no need to be serious, AJ. No need to be serious.
I'm from South Carolina.
Wait, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
All of it's true. All of it's true.
Wait, you want to be
Yo,
serious?
I
Right,
said I'm from the bayou, boy.
Wait. So AJ, you weren't being AJ, you weren't being serious though, right?
With what?
Well, with how you responded, but like I thought
You said you made it too easy.
That's part of the joke. That was part of the joke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I understand.
Louisiana is one of the United States, and it's in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. He docks himself. Way to go.
Oh, Ruby King, why? Why Ruby?
Yeah, because I remember talking with him way back when me and Ronnie and Ruby first met each other and started having chats like this. Joke about how he talked about how it's supposed to be pronounced. How do you pronounce New Orleans? And I was like, it's not New Orleans. It's Nolans. That's right. It's Nolans. It's Nolans. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm not from the South, per se.
New Orleans. Orleans.
Like, yeah, he spelled it in chat, Nolans.
Yeah, I'm from Bourne, South Carolina, so yeah.
Yes, Iffy Gamer is right. Good food in the South. Good
That's
food
what I'm
in
saying.
Nolans.
Hey, Ruben, you gotta invite me over to New Orleans and stay at your crib and stuff, so I can eat some of that good ass food that y'all got over there.
Oh, by the way, Ronald. In the library where I talked about where there's video games, there's also a teen gaming section.
You need to invite me to Canada.
Yeah, there's actually a teen gaming section where you actually play video games in the library.
Yo, why can't we have this in America?
We do.
In the library.
In a school library, I played Duke Nukem 3D every lunch hour.
What? Where?
Yeah, because one of my classmates / friends knew how to install it on a computer in the computer lab, and because it was the school network, he was able to have it installed for accessible to all the other computers in the library as well.
Oh yeah, by the way, that's why I think it's called teen gaming section because I think it's mostly for teens. But yeah, that's besides the point.
Cajun seafood. Did you know that the Cajuns descend from Canadians?
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask. Ruby King, is it true when it comes to the Creoles that incest within Creoles is a thing?
Say what?
I've heard that Creoles, the Louisiana Creoles, light skinned people, their way of trying to maintain their light skin complexion is by incesting.
You believe everything you read on the internet?
That's why I'm asking. I'm gonna ask. I'm curious, and I've heard it from a friend and who was also from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So I want to ask her on Ruby King to give me some authenticity behind it, if he can.
Baton Rouge.
I'll just wait for him to respond later on. But anyway, hold on. What did you say? When I was in Florida with Mugaka, I had Florida seafood. It's good, but not as good as Cajun seafood. Huh?
Yeah, Cajun
Yo,
seafood's
what's up?
pretty good.
What's up, Hazard Xander? How's it going? Welcome.
Ahoy, Hazard.
I want to join the stream. What's up, X Games
Hello.
Asylum?
Okay, he said incest. That's a thing in everywhere, but he never heard it specifically with that with the Creoles, I guess. That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. I was just very curious. Thank you for answering my question, dude.
Well, I mean, that's the same kind of myth with rednecks and hillbillies.
I strongly believe that rednecks definitely incest. I strongly believe that shit.
If it's in one group, it's in every group. It's even probably in your community.
I've seen it a few times in my community. Yeah.
It's like what Ruby King said. It's everywhere. It's not a stereotypical thing.
It's just funny when it's rednecks, I guess.
Well, that seems like a double standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, even rednecks make fun of how they make fun of when they incest. Even rednecks joke at themselves about it. That's why it became such a stereotype thing.
So you're excusing that as okay?
No, I don't guess it's okay, but I say like the fact that you gonna stereotypically joke about how y'all incest and shit, like y'all ain't helping on defeat the stereotype.
That doesn't make what?
Yeah, I say like, bruh, come to South Carolina. I just like they literally proudly joke about them being these rednecks in South Carolina proudly joke about that shit. And I look at like, yo, I gotta get out. I'd be like, I gotta get out of South Carolina sometimes. you motherfuckers can creep me the fuck out.
Yeah. By the way, okay, so who's ever played Honkai Star Rail? I have it downloaded on my phone, but I never really played it yet.
Nope.
Never played it. Incest is prevalent in the black community. Yes, it is. And
I used to play it.
Are you sure it's not just a joke, bro? I promise you. This is. I think this was back when I was in college or something or high school. And I went to my own friend who's a redneck family, and they live in this trailer park area with a bunch of other rednecks. And bro, they would like to make jokes about it. I asked the question like, do y'all be feeling comfortable with people make those incest jokes about it and correlate incest with y'all? And it was like they didn't give a fuck. I don't know if they were just wrong or something, because they were drinking a lot of own shit though. They were drinking a lot of beer and shit. But they were just making all jokes and just poking a lot of fun on us.
It sounds to me like they were under the influence.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
There was a moment where it made me seem like they were being serious.
You're old enough to drink, right?
Yeah, but I don't drink, so I wouldn't know the effects.
Right. So you would. It would behoove you as an adult to eventually gain some adult experience. Because it sounds to me, because if you've never been drunk and you've never joked around while under the influence, you'd be surprised how well someone can play off a joke as serious as part of that joke.
Sounds to me they're smashing their cousins.
Well, you do realize that at third generation cousin, there is no blood. There's essentially no familial relation because that's how distant it is, right? And that there is a difference between certain degrees, certain pedigrees, if you will, like a family tree, especially if you are able to distinguish between the male and female lines. Because what's dangerous per se is when you have, because you do know that men have their mother's X chromosome, right? They have the same mitochondria as their mother, and that the mitochondria passes down through the female side only.
You talking mitochondria?
The mitochondria, yeah. It is attached to the X chromosome. It does not pass on with the Y. So every man has the same mitochondrial DNA as his mother, and every woman is literally a copy of her mother's mitochondrial DNA. That's why women tend to look like their mothers when they get older. So when you've got to the dangers in the myth about deformities and such. There's a connection on whether or not how deep the relationship was, especially when it comes to the mitochondrial DNA. And like Iffy pointed out, the royal family is like there was a lot of inbreeding in the royal family. That's why they've got certain physical traits or ailments that set them apart from most other people. And that's because in royalty, ever since as far back as ancient Egypt, for example, even it's allowed in the English succession law as well now, is that the succession it's all based on the female line. In order for an heir to be legitimate, there has to be some sort of connection or relation between the mother and father, usually on a familial level. That's why they would pick certain relatives, certain cousins, certain sibling pairs would be chosen for the royal families, so that the next generation after would have, a secure and steady claim to the inheritance.
Oh, the Iffy Gamer. I don't think I've ever played any new games this year, but yeah, to answer your question, by the way.
What new game have I played this year? Hold up. Ruby King says, when will I have another one of these streams? Probably next week.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Next week.
Cool.
I just gotta pick a day when everybody's available. Or if everybody's available.
Let's see. How does I am completely available Thursday. If that works for anybody.
That works for me.
Otherwise, it would have to be. Well, when did we start?
Huh?
Let's see here. When did we start this? 6 p.m. Eastern? 6:30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, it would have to be 7 p.m. Eastern if it were on Friday or next Saturday. So I'm available 7 p.m. Eastern next Friday and Saturday. And I'm completely open for Thursday. If end of week works better for you.
Thursday and Friday is cool.
Okay.
Either or. I think I remember I actually put my schedule on the Discord group chat.
Right. I was surprised why you bothered to share that, because I did the question that said I'd already asked you that question similarly earlier in the conversation. So I was trying to point out to Ruby, hey, it's like that was basically him, because I guess he didn't read that in the first message I posted. It's like, hey, it's all based on when you guys are available, because I know your schedules have been kind of hectic, and so is mine.
I might make videos sometime to discuss that I'm back from my vacation, but I have made a few shorts while I was in America.
Nice.
But yeah,
Right.
I gotta get back to making content again, like making more live streams in the future. I
There
still
you
haven't
go.
made them for I still haven't made live streams for like a month or so.
Yeah, don't fall too far behind, otherwise, that'll draw YouTube's attention.
But yeah, I still have like 320 subscribers now.
I have 3,400, I think 45.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of subscribers, but how many of them are turning into the live streams?
A lot
YouTube.
lately, because I've been gaining more subscribers through my live streams and videos.
Yep.
And doing less short.
Because YouTube would definitely be paying attention to what kind of actual numbers of viewers we have during live streams versus how many we have as subscribers too.
And also,
and that's
I
one
know
thing to
that
keep in mind
YouTube, ever since YouTube put the new function where they separate the shorts and the videos and live streams,
yep.
I've been losing on some watch outs from the main watch outs from the live streaming videos, but I've been gaining them back as I've been making more content and uploading videos and doing more live streams.
Yep, there you go. Keep it up.
But I'm still losing more than my gamers.
Yes, because
I invite my friends to my streams.
They separated the qualifications between versus live streams and videos versus shorts, because that's that's how the attention span works. Is that the shorts are just literally less than a minute long, just to have people's attention long enough to show an advert for a product to purchase.
Yeah, but luckily I'm not too far from 4,000. I got 3,970 watch hours. So,
but yeah, I do invite my friends, and I do invite friends that I know to my streams, and the friends of Mr. Anime 343 that he knows. But yeah, I do invite many of my friends to my streams so we can talk, and just mostly hoping we can get along and well, and just meet each other nicely, and just talk about things we like. I just invite my friends, or any of my friends that I know, like any friends from other servers, or any friends of Mr. Anime 343's. Or any, but yeah, I do invite friends over just so we can get along and talk and stream.
Ooh, nice.
My streams mostly consist of us getting along with each other. Like any friend of mine that I know and any friend that Mr. Anime knows.
Mr. Anime
343.
Yeah. Hey, AJ. Mm-hmm. Ain't that one point you and him had a disagreement or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just saying, what was the whole root of that disagreement again?
Not going to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way, Iffy Gamer, I've also heard of Zenless Zone Zero, but yeah, I've only heard a bit of it, but I never really watched gameplays, but yeah, I have watched gameplays of Punching Gray Raven.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've seen mostly a few gacha games and a few I've seen gameplays of a few gacha games like Genshin Impact, but yeah, I have watched a few gameplays, and yeah, Genshin Impact is really big, no doubt. But I do like Azure Lane.
Hold on. Hey, there was something I want to talk about. What was it?
And I'm pretty sure maybe I'll like it if I download it, Iffy Gamer, but I'm not sure if I might like Zenless Zone Zero, but I might have to download it. But to see, I might have to watch gameplays of it to see how good it is, or maybe. But yeah, carry on, Ronald. Go on and finish what you're saying.
I was thinking, I want to get y'all's opinion. I was thinking of using my Cash App to get donations through my YouTube streams.
Doesn't Ruby also do the same thing?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Cause I see other YouTubers done it too, even before Ruby.
Yeah, a lot of YouTubers and other content creators also currently using Patreon.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, and that's exactly. So think of all that. That's PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, all that rolled into it. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, everything. All that. That's what X is going to be. We were talking about that earlier. Like, yeah, you can set up yourself a Patreon because you got your Ronald Dragon America account, your Ronald Dragon Entertainment brand. You got, you could just you could get yourself set up.
Yeah. By the way, I gotta ask Iffy Gamer a question, if you guys don't mind. So, Iffy Gamer. So yeah, Iffy Gamer, have you heard of Blue Archive? That's another gacha game. Since you talked about Zenless Zone Zero, I want to talk about Blue Archive as well.
Okay, so everybody's in agreement. I should try the Cash App thing. It'll probably be a while for you to respond back, but yeah. But it seems like Ruby Kings are on to agree. I should try the Cash App thing.
Yeah, I agree too. You can set yourself up a Patreon account or Cash App account, whichever you feel is easier or more comfortable.
Yeah, I already have the Cash App, so I should go for that.
I've had many digital artists on Twitter that messaged me about do I have Cash App or PayPal? Like, I don't even have those, but I've had many people message me on like a discount or something, like getting a Cash App or PayPal or but yeah, and making an avatar or a cool logo banner for my YouTube channel, but I don't even have money or I don't even have Cash App or PayPal. But I tried to get one, but I'm unemployed.
Yeah. So I should be putting my Cash App on this damn whole live stream right now. But I'll just do that for another time. But I was just curious because since it's gonna be a while for me to be able to get on the YouTube partnership program, because I gotta wait till literally October 25th for me to even reapply.
Wow.
Ain't that some dumb shit?
Yep. Yeah, we were talking about that before it even happened. I've been watching and paying attention how YouTube's changed their policies on, applications and appeals.
Usually it used to be a month, but now they're making it 2 or 3 months to wait.
Yeah, because they're going to be rejecting or downgrading a lot more people.
And so what I'm gonna do is that I'm not gonna rely on the Cash App thing, at least until I get on partnership. I'll probably still have Cash App, even if I get on partnership.
Right. You should still, continue pursuing your dream to achieve YouTube monetization. And I would, I encourage you to continue that. And you've always got the outside avenue beyond YouTube where you can use a Cash App to accept donations. Because a lot of my favorite YouTubers do the same thing. It's donate to my Patreon if you like the content I'm uploading to YouTube because they currently don't qualify, or because something that they've uploaded or content that they're showing, it's copyrighted, so it's not going to get monetized even though their channel is monetized. Certain videos don't provide a payout through the YouTube partnership program. So then you would have that option to I can continue doing what you're doing, continue adhering and monetizing the content that is acceptable or not copyrighted through your YouTube studio, and continue to receive all donations as well from your viewers. Yes, Ruby's right. Focus on building an audience before you get to that point, though. because
Yeah,
you may
that's kind of
have
what I'm doing
you've got
right now.
you've got over 3,000 subscribers, but there's not there's not an audience present that correlates with those kind of subscriber numbers for your videos or live streams. YouTube notices that. So they're not going to, why there's no ad revenue from that, because that's how you get money from YouTube is ad revenue. The ads that get put on your channel because your content meets the monetization requirements and guidelines.
Right.
It's all about getting your channel to be advertiser friendly and meeting a minimum requirement to where those kind of ads. Because again, like I said earlier, Google owns YouTube, and it's through the AdSense program that monetization through YouTube gets paid for.
I like Hyperdimension Neptunia and Date A Live as well. They're good anime.
Yeah.
I have watched them.
Noble Senpai from the Lost Pause channel likes Hyperdimension Neptunia.
I have watched a few scenes of Date Alive. Inverse Toga is the bae though. Inverse Toga is waifu material. I do like origami and Kurumi and yeah. Yeah, do people even consider Kotori as a waifu?
Your husband's lost his mind. And you said have an opportunity.
Like, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure at this point.
I wouldn't know. What are you watching, Ronnie D?
I'm thinking, because I'm trying to look up this Hyperdimension Neptunia. Now, what y'all saying?
And Neptunia has many games.
I might have to do more of my research on this.
But yeah, I'm not even sure if I should.
Maybe Ronnie D should play some anime games like that. I'm sure he would enjoy a visual novel like Hyperdimension Neptunia.
But yeah, but again, I'm not even sure if I should even consider Kotori as a waifu, because like I'm not even sure. Like, I'm guessing Kotori is okay as a waifu, I guess. But yeah, that's just my thoughts.
I don't know. This again says, do any of you guys mess with
Disgaea? I've heard of it.
I've heard of that too.
I've heard of it too.
I reckon some characters I recognize.
I know Etna, the demon girl. But yeah, Edna is a pretty cool character.
You want around 9 to 13% of your subscribers to watch your content regularly.
Yeah.
That's kind of the plan. I'm trying to do more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, you would want more than that. But he's like, yeah, that's like a minimum.
But yeah, hey, Anime AJ. Wait, I got something to ask you. Have you actually watched? Have you heard of Azure Lane though?
Azure Lane, yes.
Yeah, Azure Lane. It's a mobile game, but yeah. What about Date Alive?
I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah. I really should have watched the anime though.
Definitely wasn't an idol anime that I would have gotten into back when it came out. However, if there is an idol anime that I would consider worth watching, it's definitely Oshinoko.
Oh wait, but what about this one anime called Darling in the Franxx?
Yes, I've seen that. That was by Studio Trigger, I believe.
Yeah. Hey, Ronald, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
No, he's not here.
Oh.
He's also somewhere watching the TV.
Yeah, but hey, Ronald, I got a question. Have you heard of Darling in the Franxx? That's a pretty popular anime. I think.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, I have not.
Yeah, okay. But 02 is pretty big though. Can't go wrong with 02.
Okay. I'm
Yeah, I
sucking
have
in
it on
all
my
this
profile,
advice
as you
you're
can
giving,
see.
so yeah.
I have it on my profile, as you can see. Yeah. 02 is so fucking hot.
Yeah. What platforms do you guys play on? I mostly play on the PlayStation and sometimes Nintendo Switch.
I'm a
And I'm
PC
trying to get
gamer
back into
myself.
PC. I'm trying to get back into PC. I play,
PCMR! Ow! Represent!
yeah. Especially so I can do live streams on my Nintendo Switch on my other channels. Yeah. Yes, that's the minimum. Cool. And did you check out the new Gundam? I need to go back to watching Gundam. I stopped at
Which
Iron
Gundam?
Blood Orphans.
Which Gundam does Zippy Gamer refer to, though? Is he talking about the Witch and Mercury?
Okay, yeah. So if anyone's ever heard of if anyone's familiar with Darling in the Franxx, you'd probably know this music. Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. The camera's facing back. Yeah, this music right here. Yeah, I've actually listened to this music. And I have to say, it was pretty good. It was actually pretty decent. Is actually pretty listenable. I do recommend this music, though. It's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Any of you guys familiar with it?
I can't hardly see it.
Yeah, I know that meme.
Two Fluent Home. Nah, I'm not familiar with it.
Well, what about you, AJ?
Yeah, I said I'm familiar with the meme.
Oh yeah, but what about the music though?
That's the meme.
Oh yeah,
That's
meme.
part of it.
Yeah, you've listened to that, right?
It's been a long while, but yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, and check how many views it has. Look.
187 million. I mean, I've seen videos with more views than that, but yeah, that's a lot.
It has been, yeah. Back then, it has been like a pretty popular trend. Yeah, it was a pretty popular trend back then in YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Even Caramel Dancing was pretty popular once. Still is.
Terrible dancing.
Caramel Dancing. You never heard of Caramel Dancing? What?
I've heard of it. I've listened to that one as a kid, like back in 2008, I think. It was back in 2008, I believe.
Oh, I wasn't too big on social media at that time.
I remember when that whole meme, that was an original meme featuring Hatsune Miku.
I've also seen VTubers becoming a trend.
Oh, it's not just a trend. That's the new thing. Virtual YouTubers are here to stay.
Yeah, like VTubers like Maury Calliope and Gargura and like Ellie and there was a few other VTubers I forgot the names I forgot, but mostly I remember Maury Calliope and Gargura and Ellie and there has to be other VTubers I have to remember. So I've seen them, but I don't remember their names now. I kind of forgot.
Yeah, there's plenty out there, and there's going to be more. It's not going away anytime soon. And that's part of the whole content creation and monetization that Twitter is going to be able to offer. Again, I've mentioned to Ronald Dragon America that Twitter is going to be the new hub. It's going to be the new big place for VTubers and content creators on YouTube and Twitch, streamers, gamers, like broadcasting and promoting your content. That's going to be the big place to go to. And a lot of them are going to be able to see monetization avenues open up on that platform. Twitter will be the place to be again. Maybe next year or the year after. But that's where a lot of content creation is going to be focused on, is that's going to have it's going to be a big platform just for that. I mean, it's kind of like how Pixiv is the big popular place for a lot of digital online artists. Well, that Twitter is going to be that for YouTubers and content creators, especially virtual YouTubers, whether they're 2D or 3D, whether they're VR chat hoppers or streamers, whatever. There's a lot of artists on Twitter as well. That's where it's all going to come together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, yeah. Most of you guys might know me about this, but like most of you guys might know me, or maybe might have known me for a few months. But yeah, if you've known me for about a few months, or maybe not, you'll know that I'm into like waifus, metal, rock, and sometimes gacha games, or like mainly gacha game waifus. But I'm mostly into listening to metal music. Ooh, I do like waifus and metal, so yeah.
Yeah, heavy metal is my favorite genre of music too. I mostly make my AMVs using heavy metal music.
Oh wait, but AJ, but you don't know what metal I like though. But my metal taste would have to be death metal.
Nice.
Mostly, I listen to a lot of death metal. Let me tell you. I've listened to a lot of death metal.
Iffy Gamer is asking if we saw the new South Park game. Which one are you referring to, Iffy? Are you talking about, like, is there a third one? Because I only know of two: the Stick of Truth and the Fractured But Whole.
No, I'm talking about Snow Day.
But yeah, But yeah, Anime AJ. If I were to get you into death metal, I'd recommend Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, I've listened to a lot of Cannibal Corpse, but yeah, maybe I should get you into the music. So, I know the graphic album. I know the albums may be gory and bloody and kind of gross, but yeah. Wait, hold on. They're calling me. Well, hold on. Sorry about that. They're just calling me to close the door. But yeah, maybe try listening to. If I were to get you to some of Cannibal Corpse songs, I'd recommend Hammer Smash Face, I Come Blood, and there's also a few others like Evisceration Plague and oh yeah, there's this new Cannibal Corpse album coming out next month by September.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if they can beat Death Clock though.
Oh yeah, Death Clock, Metalocalypse, right?
Yep,
Yes.
I love that show.
I've heard that. Like DBZ and GT for Life mentioned that to me in my stream, but I never really watched it.
You will love it. You should watch it.
Yeah, I think I've seen a music video of Death Clock playing death metal, but wait. Since I've gotten to a lot of death metal, let's say I would try to get into black metal as well. I have gotten into a bit of Mayhem and Dark Throne. But yeah, I can get into more black metal if I want, but but I have listened to a few songs from Mayhem, but mainly one song from Dark Throne, like Quintessence.
Okay.
But I have gotten to a few thrash metal bands like Slayer, Metallica, and Exodus. Yep.
No, there's only 4 thrash metal bands to listen to: Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth. Who can name the 4th? Who can name the 4th?
I've mainly listened to one song of Megadeth. I haven't really listened to much of Megadeth, but I've mainly listened to one song. But Anthrax, I'm familiar with the band, but I've never really listened to them. I don't think I have, but I've listened to a lot of Slayer.
Yes, you did it. That was number 4. It was Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax.
Yeah, you
Big
see,
four of thrash metal.
Yes. I've listened to a lot of Slayer, but the big four of death metal would have to be Death, Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, and Morbid Angel. I think.
Great place to find you great deals on great quality products. It's great. Everything here is great.
It's great. Everything here is great. It's a shame that I don't have face tracking yet for my 2D avatar. You can see how quickly my eyes are blinking. It's great. Everything here is great.
Hey, my TV that loud?
Yeah, it is. It is loud.
I think it sounds. I can hear it. I can hear it, but well, I don't think it's loud, but I can hear it. But yeah, hey Ronald, look at the list I made. I hope Anime AJ sees this. It's in the comment section.
Death, Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Morbid Angel. Okay.
Yep. I think that's the three. I think that's the big four of death metal.
Okay.
But yeah, if there was gonna be a big four of black metal, it would have to be like it would have to be Mayhem, Dark Throne, Burzum, and let's see, what else? I'd say Celtic Frost, but I never really listened to them. But Bathory. I think Bathory is next. I'd say Bathory.
Well,
but I have listened to Bathory's song Necromancy.
My current big four would be Ailstorm, Freedom Call, Hammerfall, and Firewind.
No Kiss?
That's wait. Okay, Kiss. Whoa, wait. I've actually heard. Wait, Chris. Wait. I've actually heard of Kiss, but like, that was back when I was a kid. I used to hear of Kiss when I was watching a Fairly Odd Parents episode.
The what?
When the band Kiss was actually in a Fairly Odd Parents episode.
I stopped watching Family Odd Parents at a certain point in my life, so yeah, that's why I'm surprised. Like, what? I know they were in a Family Guy episode. I know they were in a couple movies.
Yeah, they were. They did it. The Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
Oh yeah, get this guy. Yeah, but get this, guys. Like, Metallica was also featured in The Simpsons as well.
Yep. So was Green Day in the movie.
Oh yeah, the thing I remember.
South Park was also impersonated on South Park. They were
Vicky was a hit.
Yeah, and Slayer was even included in South Park as well.
Well, yeah, that was.
Yeah. Yeah,
that was the hippie episode. Cartman's the one who came up with that idea.
Like using Slayer's Raining Blood to scare away the hippies.
I don't know, man. I'm a hippie, and I like Slayer. I like that song.
You're a hippie?
Yeah, I would consider myself a hippie. Got the long. I mean, you see, my picture has long hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got long hair, you're a hippie.
That's kind of dumb logic.
No, not really.
Like, I have
don't you know that every metal musician has long hair?
Yeah.
Well, not really.
Yeah,
but that's the stereotype.
I've known that too, but like, what about James Hetfield of Metallica? He's a metal musician, but he doesn't have long hair.
Not anymore. But when they started, all four original members had long hair.
Oh yeah, get this, guys.
Some of my current favorite metal bands, again, like Hammerfall and Freedom Call. Some of those guys have long hair. Not all of them.
Tom Araya of Slayer has long hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tom Araya of Slayer.
It's a very common thing for metal musicians or almost any musician to have long hair.
Or metalheads.
Well, nowadays you'll see some that don't do the long hair thing too now.
Yeah.
Even AJ, even metalheads are long hair too.
Hey, even rappers are trying to become long hair with these dreads.
Heck, even classical musicians like Beethoven had long hair.
Oh yeah, even Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse, even Chris Barnes as well. But yeah,
I guess I'm a black kid because I got long dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Or Jerry curls. You can't deny the fact that the men and women with Jerry curls, they put out some good albums.
Or afros.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Afros too. I mean,
Disco.
Come on.
Yeah, but what about the mosh pits, guys? What do you guys think of the mosh pits?
They're fun. They're fun when you're young.
Yeah, people when metal music starts playing, people keep running around.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the whole point is it's like a form of exercise. And what I enjoy about mosh pits nowadays is that depending on what venue or what community you're part of when it comes to that kind of concert, I've seen quite a few where they're more like it's basically the whole concept of a mosh pit, but it's not to hurt you. The point is to have fun and be safe, not injure yourself or other people. So the violence aspect of it has been removed. And I do enjoy the non-violent mosh pits where you're there to have a good time and everybody's there to have a good time together. And then if you do get overexhausted or you get yourself hurt by accident, what they'll do is they'll pick you up. There's they don't trample, they don't do that friggin' punching and hitting and trying to hurt each other. Like there's a lot of that nonsense that's just it's gone now. And to see that kind of maturity with that sort of activity to be done responsibly, it's even though I probably wouldn't engage in it, the fact that it's like that now and that's the kind of culture they promote with mosh pits, then I'm all for it. I'll be like, yeah, go have fun. Don't hurt yourself. Don't overexert yourself. Go have fun if you wanna. I've been there. I've done that.
Just have fun. Yep, that's the saying. Have fun.
Yep.
Yo, welcome back, nice. King.
Because I saw at least one mosh pit where a couple guys, they're roughhousing it. They're not trying to hurt each other. They're bouncing back and forth at each other, and the crowds, everybody's swaying and moving with each other. It's not meant to be a sudden and abrupt and we're gonna punch each other until one of us is bleeding thing. It's hey, let's just sweat it out, like that sort of thing. And one guy tripped and fell, and part of the crowd broke free and picked him up to make sure he was okay.
Yep. But yeah, I have I've heard of a few songs that from the genre metalcore and deathcore. Like Hatebreed, for instance. I do like Hatebreed.
I think I used to listen to metalcore actually.
But have you listened?
What up?
Hatebreed?
All right, back. Hello?
Wait, where's AJ?
Yo.
I'm still here.
Oh yeah, AJ. Well, what about Hatebreed? Have you listened to Hatebreed?
Never heard of them.
It's a metalcore band. Same with Killswitch Engage.
Now that I do have a few of their albums. As Daylight Dies, what is it? As Daylight Dies, I think is the name of the album. Their third album was my favorite. That's what got me into them. So I've got their two albums before that. So I got their first three albums basically.
The two songs from Killswitch Engage I listened to was This Fire and Reject Yourself.
I remember that one.
This Fire? I think that's the one, right?
No, the second one.
Oh yeah. Reject Yourself. But yeah, I have listened. Yeah, let's see. I have listened to a few, like 2 songs, or actually 3 songs from Judas Priest.
Judas Priest is a good metal band. They're from England.
And especially Black Sabbath.
That was Ozzy Osbourne's band.
Mm-hmm. But I have listened to. I like this one song from Alice in Chains called "Them Bones."
All right.
And let's see what else I can name. Oh yeah.
You ever listen to grunge?
Grunge? Wait,
Yeah.
what metal genre is it?
It's grunge.
Oh, but what genre is it? Is it thrash?
It's grunge. That's the genre. It's grunge.
Oh, grunge? Oh,
grunge.
You mean grunge metal? Yeah, grunge metal, right? Yeah, I get it.
Isn't that?
okay.
Is that I was wondering, is that from America or UK?
Grunge? It's from Seattle. That's based.
Seattle,
that's
so it's American.
That's homegrown American. There's only one band outside of Seattle that may qualify for grunge before grunge had established itself. But that's where it originates, is from the Pacific Northwest. Seattle being the capital of that genre of music. Nirvana is considered would be considered a lead act for that type of music.
Isn't Nirvana rock?
Or Coldplay?
They were the #1 grunge band. They basically defined what grunge is. Smashing Pumpkins is from Chicago, but a lot of their music has a similar style and sound that grunge is, even though they're not considered grunge. A lot of people don't.
I do remember this one song. Yeah, I do remember this one song from like Smashing Pumpkins, like "Where Boys Fear Dread." I think that's the name. I think that's the name. Like "Where Boys Fear Dread." That's the name, right?
I'm not. I wasn't big on Smashing Pumpkins in my youth, or back when grunge was a thing.
Yeah, but I listened to also.
And they were pretty popular on the radio, so I would hear them every now and then. But I was not familiar with their albums, so I don't know a lot of what outside of what was on the radio.
I want to ask you something. I have listened
to.
No, go ahead.
But I have listened to "Bullet for My Valentine," and especially 3 Days Grace.
But I want to ask. There's certain bands that I listen.
Oh, go ahead. No, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. It's okay.
There were certain bands that I listened to. I'm curious on what they're on. Like Jumpsuit Apparatus, Fueled by Ramen, and what else?
That first one sounded familiar. I don't think
Jumpsuit Apparatus.
Yeah, I think I've seen that name. I think I've seen that name somewhere.
And there's 2 others. There for Tomorrow. I think they're alternative band.
Okay, and how about Mudvayne?
Mudvayne?
Mudvayne.
Mudvayne? No.
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
The one song "Dig" was very popular. It goes, "Dig, bury me underneath everything that I am."
Ever heard of Hollywood Undead?
No, but what about Rob Zombie?
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
I like Super Beast and Demonoid Phenomenon and Meet the Creeper.
Yeah, I've got a few. I've got a couple of his albums, at least 3 of them.
Oh yeah, get this, guys. I even heard Rob Zombie even had a feud with Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, I heard that Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg have a feud too.
Yeah.
Wow, that brings us full circle, and that's especially now getting the music back on.
Yeah. Try something new. But yeah, what you were saying?
No, that was the last of the. That was the end of my thought.
Oh yeah, yeah. If anyone's not familiar with Mayhem, it's or actually Dark Throne or Mayhem, but I think they're both Norwegian black metal bands. They're from Norwegia.
Okay.
You mean Norway?
Norway, yeah. They're Norwegian black metal bands.
You ever watch that South Park episode where the hand flute bands get arrested by Homeland Security?
No, never seen it.
And then the giant guinea pigs attack South Park.
No.
You should watch that
Okay.
because they had to go hunt down all the Peruvian flute bands.
Sounds like an interesting episode then.
Well, I forgot to mention
that made the bodies hit the floor. Oh. If the bodies hit the floor. If the bodies hit the floor.
Isn't that the
a
story?
lot of Pantera.
I'm trying to remember what the band's name was called.
Yeah, Pantera.
They sing "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
No.
Oh yeah, that's from Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's them.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I was
Bodies
wrong.
is-
It's not. It wasn't.
Yeah, Bodies is a song from
Yeah,
I
Drowning
love
Pool.
that song.
I don't know why I was thinking it was Disturbed. Probably because they have a similar
Yeah, Disturbed.
sound.
Yeah.
Disturbed is pretty good. But yeah, what about but I've even heard some songs from Avenged Sevenfold.
I've listened to. I've got one of their albums. I got into them
I
got into them because of a PS2 game, Need for Speed Most Wanted, the first version on PS2.
I do like Beast and the Harlot, Nightmare, and I think that's it. Yeah, Beast and the Harlot is pretty good.
Yep, I like that one. I used to listen to Mastodon too.
I've listened to Ghost.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Ghost made the song called Faith.
I think
It
if
was
you
pretty
like
good song.
if you like death metal and you just like metal in general, I think you should check out this power metal band called Power Wolf. They're from Germany.
Oh yeah, okay. I gotta be honest with you, Anime AJ. Yeah, okay. When it comes to metal, like I don't think power metal is actually my taste in music. I don't really listen to power metal, to be honest. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of death metal or black metal either.
But yeah, I did try to get into black metal though.
So yeah, you should just give them a listen. You should just
Black
listen
metal,
you should just listen to some of Power Wolf's songs, and I think you'd like them because they fit along right side next to death metal and black metal bands.
But yeah, one thing people may know about black metal is that black metal is very satanic.
I mean, most. I don't
Yeah, I'm not
bit of
even-
them are.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but yeah, black
From
metal
what
is
I've read-
black metal is very
From what I've
satanic.
read,
And it
black
has
metal originated from from Norway and Sweden, and has to do more with with certain cultural aspects of their ancient pagan lifestyles, rather than how most Norwegians and Swedes are of a Christian mindset.
Yeah, but oh yeah, this one black metal band I've heard of is Skugor. Like it's spelled Skuggor.
Yeah.
And even this one popular black metal band called Burzum. I think I mentioned that before. I've tried listening to one song from Burzum, and the guitar was kind of a bit loud that it kind of hurt my ears a bit. I don't know why, but it just like I didn't like listening to it because it just didn't feel good to my ears.
Well, I wasn't sure that Powerwolf would be something you might be interested in because they do sing, even though they're from Germany and they sing in English, they do incorporate a lot of actual Latin as well, especially Catholic Latin. Their themes, though, are very monster-based, like werewolves and vampires. And if that wouldn't be up your alley, maybe you'll like Lordi. You ever heard of them? They're from Finland. They're a metal band or a hard rock, shock rock band from Finland. You ever heard of Lordi? Lordi?
Not really, but
you should check them out because they're definitely right up some of those similar themes in death metal. They've got a similar sound, but they've got their own, really. They stand apart, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Anime AJ, look what I wrote. Look what I wrote.
Uh-huh.
You familiar with that band?
Nope, never heard of them.
Creator's a German thrash metal band.
German thrash metal, nice.
Yeah, it's a German thrash metal band. It's from Germany. Along with Sodom.
Most Germans are.
Even Sodom. Yeah, Sodom is pretty good.
Ronnie,
yeah, I do like Sodom. Yeah.
You get that, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Be quiet over there. You've been quiet since you turned the music back on.
Well, mostly because like y'all level of metal bands are kind of beyond mine, so I don't think I have much to contribute.
Well, I can dial it back. You ever listen to Jimi Hendrix?
Like unless it was like rap music or Japanese music.
Wait, you're telling me you've never listened to Jimi Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah,
I've heard of Jimi Hendrix, yeah.
You've heard of him, but have you listened to him?
Not like that, no. Not like that.
You should actually listen to his music. Listen to some of his songs, especially like All Along the Watchtower. Did you know?
Okay.
Did you know that Jimi Hendrix was a Vietnam veteran?
Yeah, I've heard of that. That one I've heard it. Because like I said, I've heard about the function in the music.
He was in the Army. I think. Yeah. I don't think it was the Marine Corps. But he wasn't listed for a bit. I don't know how far the extent of his service during Vietnam or if he went over to Vietnam. I just knew it was around that same period because that's also when he became popular. I believe he did discharge though. I may be mistaken. Then there's, since you mentioned rap, one of my favorite rap songs is by, well, I'll just tell you the title. It's Baby Got Back.
Talking about Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah. You know he served in the military, did you?
Yeah.
What branch? What branch? Come on! I'm right here. The reference is right
Marine.
here.
I think it was Marine.
You sure it was the Marine Corps, or do you mean something in marine environments?
Dang it. I know.
I mean, where do you find where do the Marine? I mean, like, who transports the Marines? I mean, the Army is on the land, the Air Force is in the air.
Marine sailors?
Yeah, he was in. Guess where he was stationed? Guess where Sir Mix-a-Lot was stationed when he was in the Navy?
I wanted to make a joke, but I ain't gonna do that to Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Dude, his song. What's that song called? Bremerlo. What is Bremerlo about?
I mostly know his song Baby Got Back.
Right, but it's also inspired by the same thing that inspired Bremerlo. Bremerlo is about the hoes who would ride the ferries in Bremerton, Washington State.
Yeah, anyway.
The same state where the grunge band Nirvana was popular in Seattle. Sir Mix-a-Lot was stationed out there around that time. So you got grunge and rap peaking in the same decade.
Yeah,
I believe
also,
he was there like
Like in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah. Sir Mix-a-Lot was out there, like I believe in the late 80s or sometime in the mid 90s.
So basically around the same time, gangster rap was flourishing as well.
Well, yeah.
The NWA and Tupac and them.
If I'm not mistaken, though, I think his rap career came after his time in the Navy. I think he only did like one term.
Well, yeah,
I didn't read much into it, but I learned about it because I was there. I actually, without even looking, dude, Ronnie, I was a tourist of Sir Mix-a-Lot's where he used to hang out up in Seattle.
Word.
Oh yeah, but anyways, I was gonna say something, but yeah, as you can tell by the comment, yeah, I do like Deicide as death metal, and I like this one. That's
one name I've heard. I have actually heard of Deicide. I don't think I've listened to their stuff, but I've heard that name.
Oh yeah, I've also listened to Edge of Sanity, Immolation, and I've also listened to Death. By the way, rip Chuck Schuldiner. Rip the lead singer of Death. Right, may he rest in peace.
I saw you had your camera on or something showing Rainbow in the Dark by Dio. Rest in peace, Ronnie James Dio.
Oh yeah, I did. About a few minutes ago I did. Yeah. I just wanted to show you guys, but I thought you guys didn't see it.
No, I saw. If you like the original, you should check out Yorn's cover.
But you know something?
He did a pretty good cover.
But yeah, do you know something, Anime AJ? But I have listened to a bit of Holy Diver, but I never listened to the full song. But I do only like Rainbow in the Dark. That's my favorite Dio song.
Rainbow in the Dark's a good song. I mean, Holy Diver's not my favorite. I did like, who was it? Was it Killswitch Engage that did a cover of it? Yeah, I think it was Killswitch Engage that did a cover of Holy Diver, and I enjoyed that.
Hey, have you guys ever listened to Fall Out Boy?
I've heard them. I didn't listen to their albums.
Wait, hold on. I've listened to I Don't Care by Fall Out Boy. I Don't Care is actually a song I've listened to.
Or what about Imagine Dragons?
Imagine Dragons. I listened to Radioactive and
yeah.
And I'm So Sorry. Yeah, I'm So Sorry is another one.
Or Coldplay.
I'm sorry, you're muffling. What?
Coldplay.
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 I've heard Coldplay.
I'm not sure if I've heard of it or no, but this one industrial metal band I've listened to since 2019 would be Three Teeth. Like Three Teeth's album Meta War was awesome.
I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, let me just type it in. There we go.
Three Teeth.
The first Three Teeth song I listened to was President X. It was at the first time I've heard of Three Teeth was like it was recommended me to on YouTube as an ad. But yeah, I've listened to some songs that YouTube recommended as ads on YouTube that I've listened to. I didn't even skip the ads; I just listened to them, but to see if they're good. But when I listen to music from ads, I get very interested to listen to them.
Wow, I just realized that we've been going for more than 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Except this is not the long. I don't think this is the longest live stream I ever had yet.
No, I've had more. I've had longer as well. I think the
mine
longest
goes
I
for,
went
like,
was. I've had a 5-hour stream and I think a 6-hour stream. I can't remember if I've had
Now,
longer
in terms
than
of
that.
game stream, I've had a 10-hour game stream.
Mine
Yeah,
was
I
like
remember
1 or
you
2
doing
hours
that.
mostly.
Huh?
Mine was 2 hours mostly, but mostly 1 or 2 hours. But yeah, Anime Night 1992's live streams of like the Nights of the Anime Table went up to like 7 or 5 hours, or 6 maybe, or maybe 7, And it was so long that my battery died many times.
Well, yeah, it can't get a proper charge if you're using it at the same time.
Yeah, same with mine. It's like right now, mine's at
saying-
18%.
Mine's on 6%, but if it reaches 1, so maybe if it reaches 1, I might leave, or maybe charge the phone, but maybe leave and charge the phone at the same time. But yeah, when I went into Anime Night 1992's live streams, they went up for hours. So like my phone almost died, so I had to leave the stream. So it went up to like I think it was like either 86% or maybe 100, or maybe before I started using it for like before the stream started. But that's just me. But yeah, the longest stream I ever made was like maybe 2 hours and 49 and 50 seconds or so. But my streams mostly go up for mainly only 1 or 2 hours, just like similar to Mr. Anime 3 for 3 streamer.
Most of my longer streams were either Yu-Gi-Oh or Digimon, and those went for like near not 9 to 10 hours.
Yep.
Yeah,
basically.
one time I remember seeing you go. I've seen you go like a whole day live stream on YouTube. I'm like, oh yeah. I think it was during one of your Digimon playthroughs. I'm pretty sure it was. You started in the morning and you went through the whole day, and I think, yeah, it may have been more than once or twice, because I remember being there for one of them like through half of it or something.
Yeah, because the Digimon I was streaming like 10 hours or more.
I do remember SMG4 making like a 6 or maybe an 8-hour live stream where like he was making a movie called It's Gonna Be Perfect, but actually wait, It's Gotta Be Perfect, but it went up for like maybe 2 days to live stream, or maybe 3 days actually. I'm not sure. Like it was really long. It like went up for days. Like the number count was like 11 hours, I think. I'm not sure. Or maybe 12 hours. I'm not even sure at this point. But literally, it just like fucking like it was like so long. Like it lasted for days.
Oh, whoa. Who's gonna do that? I'm planning on doing that Sun Frontier DLC though.
How long is the stream gonna be? Like how many hours?
So the DLC or the actual main game?
Yeah, imagine. Oh yeah, get this, guys. Imagine streaming for 24 hours.
I've actually done that before, but yeah.
But yeah, Anime AJ, can you imagine streaming for like 24
now
hours?
Now they don't allow that.
Yeah, I've seen other streamers do it.
The YouTube no longer allows that.
Anyway, this is where I'm gonna have to bow out actually. So I want to thank you very much, Ronald Dragon America, for allowing me, to share this conversation with you on your channel. Thank you for inviting me to your live stream.
No problem, buddy. And thanks for being here. YouTube, I need to end the stream too because my phone's ready to die out.
Mine's at 5% now.
Anyway, before we all go,
Professor, I'm 10 years old and I'm ready to pick a Pokemon.
Not until I get mine first, dork. Now, boys, you'll both get your chance. Now, before I can give you your Pokemon, you have to answer a few questions for me.
Okay, shoot.
All right. Well, first, are you a boy or a girl?
Huh? I'm, a boy, right? Right, I'm a boy.
Why are you asking me?
I don't know, it was just like a kind of a curveball. I'm a boy.
Now, what is your name?
You don't remember my name?
Who would want to remember you?
Shut up, Gary. It's Ash.
Ah, yes, of course, Ash. Now, to your left, that's your rival, my grandson. You've known each other for years. What's his name?
Grandpa? Grandpa, what are you doing?
What's his name, Ash?
Is he having a stroke? Grandpa, come on. It's not funny. Grandpa, it's Gary. Gary Oak? I'm your grandson. You can't forget me.
What's his name,
Mom
Ash?
said you were forgetting, but no.
What's his name, Ash?
Come on. It was so many years ago. Come on. It's Gary Oak. Ash, can you call my mom? I think he's forgetting. Dick fuck.
Ah, yes, my grandson, Dick Fuck.
What?
Ash, you must be prepared for the journey ahead.
My name isn't...
You will meet great
No.
foes and
No.
many Pokemon.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch all of these mascots die. Think, Luigi. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant franchise in this game. You'll live to see these series turn into pachinkos or mobile only. Everything and every game from your childhood will be ruined. What will you have after 500 consoles?
You, Mario, I'd still have you.
Alrighty, well, it's over. I'll catch you guys later, and thanks for stopping by my stream. Thanks for hanging and chilling out with me.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Goodbye. I'll catch you all later. Oh, so you're free, Ruby Gang?